All right, welcome, folks. Whether you're watching live, if you're watching this on YouTube later, this is going to be Frederick Spiring Part 3. So we're going to pick up where we left off last week. When we ran the last session last week was the first time we really got into stealing techs in earnest for the first time. Lots and lots of, what did the first session we played up to the first steal. And then in the last session, I think we stole 7 more techs to get up to 8. We actually are very caught up in tech right now, even though we're not running the slider, just because we're stealing lots and lots of techs. We also had a bunch of wonders, some crazy wonder races. We dialed back time a little bit to dialed back time a little bit to get the Great Lighthouse. But now we can see what all the AIs are building in all their cities. So hopefully we won't lose wonders again. Not anything we really want because we had a chance. Now we can literally see what everyone's building. All right. So for this session, we popped a golden age at the end of the last session, so we could swap into bureaucracy and caste and pacifism for the duration of the golden age, and we will probably swap back to slavery, organized religion at the end of that. And then our hope is probably to trigger another golden age if we can land Taj. I am trying to push towards liberalism in the hopes of liberaling nationalism for the free tech, paper, education, liberalism. I have a great scientist ready to bulb education. I have a great engineer ready to rush Taj Mahal. And we do have the mausoleum, so we do get the extended golden ages. So that, yeah, save scummers of the inland sea are we. It's true. It's true. But these games are for fun. They're not competitive games. We are also getting ready to settle the remaining city spots we have in our back lines. The next cities we already have a settler right here, so we're going to found a city next turn. So be thinking about a name for that, and then we're going to found this city on the turn after that. You'll also see me training a fair amount of military, and the reason for that is I do want to build up to attack someone long term. Um, Probably we want to get up to knights. We probably want to get to knights and muskets and use some drafted muskets. So that's probably not going to happen in this session, but we'll be building towards that. So I'm going to look to build catapults because catapults hold their use like forever, and also some elephants. Elephants can be upgraded into knights later on. So I'll be building elephants and cats, and it also makes the AI less likely to attack us. Most likely target is Pakal because he is very vulnerable. If you look at power rating, I believe he's the lowest in power. Oh, actually, no, he's actually respectable. But Lincoln is stronger. Because Pakal has a lot of very nice wonders, he'd be a good one to go after. Wynakopek would be nice if we bordered him, but we don't. So, and we have a spy on a boat who's going to head over here and try to steal something from Wynakopek. He's probably a good long-term target for steals. He's got metal casting, which we would most certainly like. Other than that, we have every tech everybody else has except theology with Abe there, and I believe we have a spy already waiting to steal that tech. Now we did fail a 95% spying roll in the last session, so that can happen. So be aware of that. But for now, I think we're pretty good. Okay, and off we go. Apostolic Palace is not on. This is the version. I have 2 versions of Civ 4 on my computer right now. One of them is the version that is just the standard install, and that's the Steam version. And then there's the version that's just on my desktop, and that's this version. There is no AP in this version. All right, so this city is probably a barracks city, honestly. It has very good production. Like I'm running specialists here, but I'm wondering if I maybe just run this as a production city instead. Because like it's got the iron and it's got this tile, so it's got an awful lot of production. So I think I'll build the stable for now and then probably crank out some war elephants from here. All right, spy came out of here. Now this city does not, actually this city does have decent production as well, but this is more of a commerce and research city. So what do we want? Let's get a theater up in here, just because we are on the borders and it would be nice to get some more culture. Oh, that's right. This spy was going to be ready to steal because we had one spy get caught and die. Over here, I have to fix that. For now, I want the city to grow. It will run specialists later. I think it needs a marketplace for more happiness before anything else, though. No, we'll do the lighthouse because it's super cheap, and that's +1 food on the fish tile. Also, then I'd be able to move over here. But we need to get this cottage. We need to get this cottage. That's going to be a very nice city long term. Oh, yeah, I think Huayna does have machinery as well. He does because he can research engineering. That means he has he already has machinery tech. He's definitely the tech leader. Why not Koppak? Now there's no barbarians in this game, so we can just queue up the settler on a go-to order. All right, so we finished oh, that's right. So these were my whips that were coming in at the end of last turn because I knew I was going to swap out of I knew I would be swapping out of Slavery Civic for a little while. Okay. This is yeah, barracks is fine here. Finish the market. So that's fine. How many turns has this guy been here? 30, -30%. So we need 2 more turns. Then we can steal theology, because why not? And I think I've finished scouting out Lincoln's territory, so I think you can come back home for the time being. All right, you are defogging Portugal for us. And we've got a warrior up here that's in the process of revealing the missing Mayan cities that I bypassed earlier in the game. All right, so we've pretty much improved this city. I guess we can do this cottage too while we're here. Oh, I was farming that tile? Okay, well that's fine. More food means more specialists, so that's not bad. You will wait here until we need to steal another tech from America. So optics I would really like, but optics is currently behind compass, and then I'd have to research machinery, and I would prefer to steal these techs. I would rather push towards techs that the AIs do not have, and I'm trying to make a play for liberalism. If I go for these techs down here, I will not be first to liberalism. I can just tell you that right now. Some of the voices in the background are speaking German. Well, we are playing as Germany. It's true. All right, so what's our name for this city, you guys? This is our newest city. It is a filler spot to be sure, but now we can bring irrigation here, and it'll actually be useful. Can you? Are we going to keep harping on the safes coming? Safes come dot. Posh city. Okay, I like Posh city more because it has the wines and the spices. All right, so it can work the wines for right now. We're going to need to get more food in here, though. I also want to chop... Let's get rid of this. Sign. Need to get an archer in here, too, just for some kind of defense. Let's chop this first, because that'll be half of the granary. We don't have organized religion, so we don't get that benefit. Over here, I was chopping this forest, and then I think these were... That's right. These workers finished the cottage, then they were going to come up here to Ivory Coast. All right, so now where is this chop going? In Black Forest Ham? Can we direct it somewhere else? No, it has to go in Black Forest Ham. It's the only city that has it in its borders. Okay, that's fine. So we'll farm that. Yeah, this can just be a product. It's got more hill tiles down here, so we'll just make this a production city. Probably won't run that many specialists, but we can train a lot of units out of here, and that'll be pretty good. All right, I guess that's all I can do for this turn. We're going to finish National Epic in the capital. That's nice. Got the two great people here. You guys just chill for right now. So where am I actually running specialists at the moment? This city's regrowing very slowly. I need to farm this tile here. Maybe I can have the workers. Oh, I'm farming this tile. That's right. And then I can farm that one too. Get a little bit more food in here. So you are running some specialists. You don't have anything important to build. I guess I should get the aqueduct done soon. Maybe that's the next build here. This city is also building military. This city's building the aqueduct because it's run out of food to grow while running specialists. Could run a, you know what, I don't really care about the aqueduct being done that fast. Let's run another scientist here. We are in, we'll actually get a great person here before the end of the Golden Age. That looks good. It's just growing for right now. We need more worker labor there. Growing. I might have this city build a worker next. All right, you are running specialists and then growing, I guess. Oh, you're at the happy limit, so there's no reason to have you work more tiles. That looks fine there. Some of these cities are a bit of a mess, but whatever. This city's still early on. I would whip the library, but I'm not in slavery right now. And Posh City just got founded. Okay. Did we ever get Forbidden Palace? So the first Great Spy, we got the first Great Spy, which we used to infiltrate with Maya and get a huge amount of espionage points. We have not gotten a Great Spy since then. The next Great Spy, I guess, is probably saved for Golden Age, honestly. All right, we finished National Epic here. Nice. So now I think we go for Sistine, which I believe none of the AIs are building. Let me just do a quick check around, but I think we go for Sistine because I love having the bonus culture. I'm not even running that many specialists here. In theory, I should probably be running more specialists here. We'll grow onto that cottage and then pick this up when we grow. More elephant. Why don't you just get me another worker? I need workers right now. More elephant here. If you're going to build elephants, you need a stable. That's just the way it goes. So they come out with 2 promos. All right. So we got this tile improved here. Yeah, it's the market is the difference between the 12 and the 9. Although I'm about to get more happiness because I'm about to connect this silk. And then I'll plantation that. That's another happiness that doubles with markets too. All right, Fort Porker. What does this city need? Actually, this city doesn't really need that much. How about you guys come up here and help out with Ivory Coast then? Because this city has some tiles. There's a riverside tile that needs to be cottaged up there. And you can road this tile while you're at it, on your way through. Okay, so another elephant. Oops. We need 1 more turn here to get that steel off. Okay, you can just go to sleep here until we have something to steal from the Americans, or we're about to have something to steal. All right, you guys improve this, and then I'm going to have you chop this and irrigate it. And we need to get like 3 or 4 farms here, because the city is only at +2 food right now. We want to get up to at least +4, maybe +6. And we're just going to farm the green tiles and go from there. But let's get the silks plantation done first. So we've got some catapults over here. If it looks like we're going to go to war, we're not going to war anytime soon, but if it looks like we're getting ready for war, then I'll shift them over to whatever side we're working off of. Okay. Continuing to slowly move forward here. And I was going to have you go over here as well. I like the animations. Oh wait, did we actually finish that road? Wait, where's this work? Oh, the worker never actually moved there. Oh, they don't have enough movement to get there. Oh well. All right, so this I can move here. Although I guess I shouldn't do that while I'm building the worker. I should do that after the worker's done. I want to grow this up to the happiness limit. And I probably should build a market too so I can have more happiness there. Forbidden Palace doesn't give you a guaranteed bonus Great Spy. I don't think that's right. So remember, I've only gotten 1 Great Spy. The Scotland Yard only increases the bonus in 1 city. One of the things about the espionage economy is it doesn't really rely on 1 city. It's more you get a lot of points from a lot of different cities. So it's a little bit more diffuse, if that makes sense. All right, we want the library next. This city's just going to grow for right now. Library, and then we'll have to go market after that. This city needs slavery civic to build stuff. It doesn't have a lot of natural production. All right. So next up is we'll cottage this tile. Great profit. All right, let's go ahead and steal. Wow, that is very cheap. That's like 1 turn's worth of espionage. So we have 98% odds. There we go.
2 cities have been formed by 2 loves. The earthly by the love of self, the heavenly by the love of God.
Okay. So I got to update my steel counter. I actually remembered this time, you guys. We have visibility on basically every city in the world, it's true. We can pretty much look peek in on. Oh, I wanted to check if anyone was building Sistine. I don't think anyone is. Just looking around. Actually, I can zoom out and probably see better this way. So Chichen Itza is not worth going for. That's going to be built unless I specifically want fail gold. Multiple AIs building Chichen Itza. There's Hagia Sophia's under production, but and another. Yeah, no one seems to be going for Sistine, so I think I'm reasonably safe there. Let's see. As far as linking goes, yeah, I should probably keep. I think I'm safe to just keep the points on Wynakopek and Lincoln for the moment. Because like as long as I can still see what these other ones are doing, I mean, I can just like I can peek in what they're doing in these cities too. Nice having all this espionage. It's like I'm playing the game in debug mode. Yeah, he's only at 40% research right now. He's running 10% espionage slider. McCall's running 20% espionage slider. All right, so he's about to get metal casting. Good. All right, so then we can steal metal casting from him. Where's my spy? Okay, so you need to go and get prepared to steal this. Now that he's researching that, so we can steal metal casting. All right, we'll finish that. Oh, there's another city over here I don't have visibility on yet. Checking the Wonder screen definitely does not tell you if an AI is building it. That would certainly be a mod, and that's something that is not present in the base game. All right, so let's see. So there's 2 workers there. Let's bring some of these workers down. Oh yeah, we need to have workers down here to support this new city. It's a little bit sloppy. I moved a couple workers up to the north, and now I'm just moving them back to the south again. But I'm going to need workers to support that new city, so. Oh wait, there's no road on that tile? Whoops. Well, we should road it then. Okay. I mean, it's nice being in a golden age too. Obviously, my numbers are inflated a bit because I am in a golden age and all that. All right, so this worker can come back towards the capital in Kornberg. There's some work to be done there as well. And we're about to found this city. That's I'm a little sloppy. These workers are trailing a little bit behind. So like this city's going to be useless for a couple turns until I can get down here and improve it. We're also going to need to bring irrigation down here because it's a low food city, but that's fine. We can farm this tile. Oh no, we have to bring irrigation this way from Swine Time because there's a row of hills and peaks that blocks irrigation from Black Forest Ham. That's what this worker can do, can come down and start that lonely task along with this worker, bringing irrigation down to the southeast. Because this city's going to need it too. This city's also going to need farming. But we're making good progress on paper and no one else is going after paper at the moment. All right. Now let's get some defenders for these new cities. They don't need longbows because they're pretty deep in the interior. Wait, my spy got caught instantly? Are you kidding me? Ah, okay. Well, trainer replacement spy then. I literally walked in and got caught the first turn. And we got a minus with Pakal that I don't think we had before. So that's kind of unlucky. I think the odds were like 1%, 1 or 2% to get caught. They're higher when you're moving, but they're still pretty low. To get caught instantly the second he walked in there. All right, well, maybe we can just steal from Lincoln instead. Because he's about to research metal casting too. All right, so we'll look to steal from Lincoln then. They're both researching the same tech. We'll get it from one of them. Anyway, all right, you guys over here, you can come and connect over here to the new city. Oh no, that's wrong. I need them to improve fail gold. Whoops. All right. Well, I can shift you up there, but fail gold needs some more work. Takes a very long time to get over to Wynakopek, but okay, road there. We'll get this road done here. Committing a number of workers to help out down there. All right, let's have you farm this tile. And this is the spy that successfully stole a tech from the Americans. So we'll get you back to the border, prepared to operate again. All right, so the capital should have picked up that tile. It did. Working on Sistine. So we'll get a great person here before the Golden Age is over. And we should also get one at Fort Porker. Yeah, we should get one at Fort Porker as well. It would probably be better if this city triggered it first, before Swine Time. But I don't think that's going to happen. Swine Time's first in the turn order, too. So is the game easier? Or, I'm not sure that the game is necessarily easier with tech trading turned off. I think the game plays differently. I would argue it plays better with tech trading turned off, personally. When the game's on, when tech trading's on, the game is mostly just about who can manipulate tech trading the best, which isn't necessarily good or bad. It's more how can you manipulate the tech trading. I don't find it to be that interesting. Okay, so we got a war elephant out of here. This city does not have a barracks, though, so it really shouldn't be building elephants. Oh, we're going to get a great person out of this city first. Never mind. I'm going to build the aqueduct because it needs more health. Christianity, more Christianity. I guess I'll have you hang out over here with this group of units. So we knew Chichen Itza was going to get finished soon. Oh, well, we got a free Christianity spread. That's nice. Got a free spread of our state religion in there. Cool. All right, you need to come up here because we need more tiles to work, and we'll have you farm that tile. I'm going to have you come up here and join in this farming effort. Wait, we can't farm through there? Oh, is that a hill tile? Oh, shoot. I thought I could farm through the center tile, but it's a hill tile. Okay, change of plans. We will have to farm. We'll start here then. We'll farm this way. Down and... Okay. We'll start on this tile, which can't even be worked by any city. It'll be a long-term project, but we'll get it done. Okay, so now you guys need to chop this and then farm it. These marginal cities take a while to get going, which is why I ignored them in the early game. All right, getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so kind of quietly building up an attack force here. We are still last in soldiers, but not by that much. Yeah, we're 264 and the weakest is 276. So, all right, so I could chop the river forest into Sistine and then farm through there. I could, that's true. But it's just as easy to go this way. Okay, so we have a new city here. This one does cost a bit more. What's this? What's our name for this one? Brazen Fleece. Bronze Fleece. I think I like Brazen Fleece more. I don't know why this is a brazen spot, but I'm amused at the name. I don't know if that was supposed to be Bronze Fleece, but the notion that we're striking a blow here amuses me. Anyway. Oh, that's right. You can farm through off oases too. I always forget that. Yeah, we could farm off the oasis tile too. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I want to get this city to grow. Would that be better though? It's about the same. But yeah, that's important to keep in mind. All right, so we finished that road. One, two. Let's do this. Okay, or I could not waste the worker turn. All right, so those workers will be down there shortly. All right, meanwhile, you get to build a cottage up here. And you can go to Posh City. Okay, so you need to hang out here and start building up that stationary espionage bonus to steal metal casting. And you, I mismoved, so you're going to move up here and help farm. Okay. Oh, I could have moved here, rotated this tile, and then moved there. next turn. That would have been not wasting the turn. Ah, well. Anyway, so we should be good to get paper here shortly. Got a replacement spy training at Black Forest Ham. As far as tech goes, J-Man has compass. I should probably be able to get that from somebody soon. Metal casting. But mostly I have... metal casting will be a big tech for us. We definitely want to be able to build those forges. Okay. So here, I was going to say I built some more happiness stuff, but we seem to be okay. I think this city is picking up the representation happiness bonus right now. I'll just do them. The city has very low commerce potential, but I will need the market eventually for happiness. So the Golden Age is a good time to knock out some of this. I had to whip the mausoleum or I wouldn't have gotten it. We missed paper by very little, but there was no incentive to finish paper a turn sooner. All it does is unlock map trading, and I'm not going to be trading maps. Okay, now that you've got that done, you can build some more elephants for us. We're going to need more catapults over there, too. Pigapalooza's pig has no road. Okay. That was probably from the very early game. So this city doesn't have a ton to work on at the moment. It's just growing and running specialists right now. I guess I'll have it do the barracks for later drafting. We can also run artists here as well, but I think I'm fine. This city will need a market because it's a pretty good commerce city. Just have that grow quickly, and then we can have it grow back onto that specialist. All right. So we got a profit. Okay. Interesting roll. That's handy for a future golden age. So I think we'll hold that for a golden age. Huayna gets his shrine. He's the only one running that religion. You know, our boat has almost made it to Huayna territory. Getting close now. Okay, and then these workers can road here, and then next turn we can start improving the sheep tile, so that city will finally be useful. Okay, and this is going to Brazen Fleece. I'm going to go to order. Okay, you need to chill there for 5 turns. Still have lots of espionage points with these two. At this point, let's do this. Just keep espionage points going on each of these. Everyone except Pakal, because we already have enough espionage points on him. I'll do this for a couple turns, and then I might shift it back. All right, so choppity chop to finish that granary, although the granary is almost done already. Okay, is anyone else researching something useful? So these guys are on techs I already have. So Pakal's going to have machinery soon, so I definitely want to steal that from him. That's why I'm getting this spy ready. So we steal, hopefully, metal casting from Lincoln, and then we steal machinery from Pakal. That would be good to see. And then hopefully we can get guilds from somebody and start building knights or training knights, upgrading into knights. Pick up grocers, get to banking, get into mercantilism. We won't be able to get into mercantilism. We won't be able to get into mercantilism by the end of this golden age, but hopefully the Taj golden age will get us into mercantilism.
I cannot live without books.
All right, so on to education. All right, since you don't have a stable, I'm content to have you build some just train some catapults. They'll hold their value for a long time. All right, Black Forest Ham. Build Hagia Sophia. No, someone's already building it. So we'll have the capital build Sankor next. Probably. Well, we'll see. There might be something more useful for it to build. You can build some catapults for me for right now. Alright, so we need to get you into Pakal's territory to steal that machinery. Boy, Christianity is just everywhere, isn't it? Alright, so you've only been there for 1 turn. Wow. You know, when we take over the Christian shrine, it's going to be really nice. This is all great work from Pakal to spread that religion so far and wide. Okay. I just want to make sure I reveal all of the Mayan cities before we're done here. All right, these cities are just getting started. Farm, hang out there. Fortunately, the spy can't be caught while it's on a boat. Pakal is the most likely target. Again, I don't think that's probably going to happen in today's session, but we'll see. Okay, so now we can farm that for a 3-food tile. Even though it'll stink to give up the wines tile, I still need growth more than anything else. At least we have the granary, so that'll fill up and let that city grow quickly. All right, here, start working the cottage. Still want to put a cottage down on this tile so we can replace this. As I said, that's a city that gets whipped as soon as we're back in slavery civic again. All right, so we should get another great person shortly out of this city. So that'll be 2 great people from the Golden Age, and Fort Porker almost another great person. I could maybe get it if I ran food deficit, but I don't really care that much. Oh, and we need to use our great scientist. So go to sleep. All right, Enrico Fermi, 1700 for research of education. I will hold for a turn or two because I will get +1 beaker for each additional population point. I don't know if people realize this, but the base formula is for great scientists, it's 1500 beakers, and then I think it's +1 beaker for each pop point, or maybe it's +1.5 for a scientist. For non-scientists, the base is 1000, and I believe it's +1 per pop point. So since my cities are still growing, I might as well hold off on a turn or two for this, because I'll get slightly more beakers. I'll wait until I can finish education with it, and then that's the time to use it, or almost finish it. All right, so this city finished Granary Lighthouse, or Granary Library Courthouse. That's all of the initial buildings. I guess a market is next here. This is just like long-term in the background city. It has such low food it can't run specialists, at least not right now, so we can't get that spy specialist in there. All right, granary's done. No, courthouse is next. Courthouse is very cheap, and we get the overflow. All right, farm that. All right, so you just hang out here for right now. We'd prefer to steal machinery from Pakal because we have all those espionage points saved up with Pakal. Okay. So do I want to unload the spy this turn? It could be in Machu Picchu next turn. Or do I want to keep going and unload directly in Tiwanaku? I think it might be better to unload this turn because then I can turn the boat around and head back. So hopefully we won't get caught there, but with my luck we probably will. All right, 2 turns there at LA. I know Pakal has a couple cities. Okay, so we were trying to steal, what is it, metal casting from Lincoln, and then machinery. We also have a chance to steal something from Wainacapac. I don't know what we would steal from him, though, if we're going to get these texts from the nearby guys. Oh, well. Well, we definitely want to steal from Pakal because we've got the gazillion espionage points with him. Maybe I shouldn't have hopped off the boat. Maybe I should have waited. Oh, wait, he has engineering. He's got castles. We can steal engineering from him. Although that's going to be pricey. Let's put more points in him. If he's building castles, he's got engineering. Yeah. That's the tech we want from him. That'll be nice because it'll give the extra movement speed, too. Okay. So we had the request to put a road on this pig's. So there you go. That pig that we improved at the very beginning of the game now finally has an improved tile on it. Okay. So this, next up, we probably should farm one of these 2 tiles to increase the food surplus. Or maybe we farm one of these so we can get off this tile. During a golden age, the plains tiles are pretty good to work. After the golden age is over, they're pretty lousy tiles to work. We'll go here. Put another farm down. All right, so we got this. Now we finally have this done. Next up is improving this tile. Or do we chop the... Maybe we chop the granary. Actually, I think we chop the granary first. It's probably better. And we need this tile to be farmed pretty badly, but as you can see, irrigation has to come all the way over, so it'll take a little while. I can pop the borders, but there's no immediate incentive to pop the borders because the good tiles are in the first ring. So I think this is fine for right now. All right, so education. So last turn wasn't it 1788? Now it's 1794. Again, it's minor, but we did get 6 more beakers by holding off a turn. So we're going to get about 1800. So when we're close to 1000 is when we pop this. And given that no one else even has paper yet, and we're going to get education, I think we'll be in good shape to liberalism, nationalism, and then get the extra golden age. And that'll get us into nationhood and hopefully into mercantilism. We should hopefully have banking by that time, or the AI should have banking by that time. After nationalism, I'm probably going to push for, well, we'll see. We'll see where we are in the tech tree at that point. All right, so with the aqueduct, we can now afford to run another specialist here. So we will. And this city doesn't really need anything else at the moment. I think I'm kind of waiting for education to come in so I can build. So we'll just put on research for right now. All four production per turn into research or wealth. All right, so now we're up to 1806. Again, we're not too far off. You can just keep chilling there for the time being. All right, there we go. There's one of the Pakal cities. We'll connect that sheep while we're there. Choppity chop. I need to cottage this tile next. 1, 2. Okay. Now if we had... Yeah, I don't think there's anything anywhere I can move and not waste a turn doing this. I guess I could move here, road it, and then move there, but that's a low priority. All right, so you are on your way back. You are hopefully not going to get caught. And you guys are slowly bringing irrigation over. I can move these workers over afterwards. Okay, yes, so this city has correctly picked up this tile for 3 food. Now it grows in 2 turns, and then once it grows onto this tile, it will grow again quite quickly. These weak cities take a while to irrigate, to get up to speed, but if you can get them food, they can be decent cities eventually. I have no idea why I move one worker and then it cuts somewhere else and then I move the other worker. I don't really know why that happens, but it does. Anyway, so now that galley begins the long trip back. So I'll just queue that up when I go to order. And that should be that. All right, war elephant. How about you build another war elephant while we're waiting on education? I don't know if it would even be worth building a university here. This isn't really a commerce city. You can keep doing catapults. Now, obviously, these units do cost me money, but so we got a great scientist. Okay, so we could double bulb education, but I don't think I need to do that. I think I can save the other great scientist for... Does anyone know what the next tech would be after education? I'd love it if it was liberalism, but I think there's something else that's higher. I think like compass has a higher priority than that. All right, J-Man is going for paper, so he'll have that shortly. And Pakal is also going for engineering, so that's good to know that we can grab that. I don't even need to spread religion in these cities because the AI just does it every turn. Okay, cottage. We'll do that there. All right, next turn we can steal from that city. I'm not sure. All right, so we need to wait here for a few turns, and we need to wait here. But hopefully we'll have a bunch of steals coming up shortly. Any resource you can sell for gold? We might be able to. We should probably just check in with the AI. All right, so 1806. couple more. We can hold off for a couple more turns. So we could trigger another golden age with scientist plus profit down the road. All right, I don't think there's any more cities wedged in here. Okay, just double checking. All right, so mind that. All right, so this should just about complete the granary. And these workers should probably go back to helping at Black Forest Ham. They can drop a mine here on their way out. Because this city can, like this city's working an unimproved tile. This could be, oh wait, well we can't farm this tile because there's no irrigation can't pass through the hill tile. So we'll have to chop this and farm around to this tile, but that's eminently doable. Okay, so Diplo check-in, good suggestion. So I don't think there's any resource trades to be made here. Yeah, he's not interested. He's got the most cities of the AI. He has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 cities. He's cautious with us. Lincoln has 2, 4, 6, 8. He has 10 cities. So he'll trade pigs for wheat. Sure. Why not? Keep getting that. We appreciate the years you have. I'd be, since Lincoln won't declare it pleased, I'm quite happy to just keep him at pleased and remain on his good side. That gives me one safe flank that I don't have to worry about getting attacked from. All right, I'm pleased with him too. He's the worst enemy of Wynikopak. Give me dyes for fish. I don't know that I really need dyes. Would he give me like 9 gold per turn? Okay. I don't think he can really use fish that much. And then Pakal. Thankfully, we got that +7 with we care for our brothers and sisters in the faith to offset the spying. And we don't really like Wynikopak. I'm not really that interested in making a deal with him. Yeah, he's not interested. He does not like us because he has his own religion. All right. So yeah, that helps definitely. That 9 gold per turn doesn't hurt. And we were able to pick up wheat, so that gives us more health. A little bit less need to build aqueducts in the time being. Yeah, so looking pretty good. Hopefully we can get metal casting in a turn or two and then work on some forges. All right, let's get another catapult out of here. Grow this city a little bit further, but by the same token, it's mostly working. It's good tiles. The tiles that are left over are pretty marginal. So maybe we just get this to like size 11 and hold it there, something like that. Okay. Aqueduct done. Again, what I really want is this city is to go on to more useful. This city is pretty much working all its good tiles too. Let's put you on research for the moment until we have something better to build, which should be in a turn or two. All right, we farmed this tile. Let's do that so you can grow. We might as well irrigate down there. Okay, so we're building up a little stack over here. All right, you can come here. All right, minus 50%. All right. Let's grab metal casting. 98% odds. There we go.
And them that take the sword shall perish by the sword.
Nice. Okay, well now we're going to cancel some of those research builds. And I will remember to upgrade the tech. So that's our 10th tech steal. Let's make sure we still have enough espionage points with everybody. All right, we have a lot of espionage points with everyone, so I think we're okay for the time being. Like, I don't think I have to reallocate that spending right now. All right. You want forge. And you want to forge for sure. Unfortunately, the golden age is about to run out, so I'm going to have to convert civics on this turn. You want forge. Okay. Still not quite there on education yet. And then liberalism is going to be expensive, but we should still get there first without too much trouble. Yes, we're going to be doing some whips at the end of this turn, or at the end of this golden age. our numbers won't look quite so good. All right, so you're only there. That's your first turn there. Slowly revealing the territory over there. Right, I guess you might as well put a road down while you're there. Okay, so Posh City, +3 food per turn. Getting there. All right, and you also just arrived in Kalakmul. Alrighty, so we'll steal machinery from Pakal, and then assuming that goes well, we can steal engineering from Winnacoppack, and we'd be completely caught up on tax if that happens, I believe, with the exception of Compass, which is only owned by Portugal, and we don't have an easy way to get over there right now. Again, no one seems to be building Sistine. There's a Hagia Sophia build over there. Although, Pakal's building some military. Interesting. Doubt we're the target, although he can declare war at please, but he really likes us. So, there's a Notre Dame build up there, too. I wonder if we have a chance to race for that. Because Notre Dame's a nice wonder. Do we not have a tech for it? Oh, I guess we don't. I guess that's engineering. Well, if we can steal the tech, we might have a chance to make a play for it at the capital. I do have a couple forests I can chop still. This one and... Okay, just that one. All right. Oh, it's the last turn of the Golden Age. We gotta swap back. All right, so it's slavery and organized religion out of pacifism. So that does mean less in the way of beakers. And some of these cities have been waiting on whips. You're almost done this, so we'll let this finish naturally, and then we're probably whipping the forge next after that. A number of these cities just started forges this turn. The Reach could probably whip this market though. Not for 3 pop. Maybe for 2 next turn. Okay, so I'm aware that the pig northwest of Pigapalooza does not have a road on it. That's not a very high priority at the moment. Putting a road on this pig that leads absolutely nowhere is not a particularly high priority. We already have we already have pigs connected, and we're trading excess pigs away. So, as I said, it's not really a high priority. We have quite a few pigs. That's kind of part of our naming theme, is all these pigs that we've picked up. All right, so catapult here. Now we definitely want to forge, and this forge will get whipped. So we just have to be prepared for that. We want to forge here as well. This will also get whipped. And we've got a lot of catapults over here. So we were kind of training military units because we didn't have units. We didn't really have like stuff to build. We didn't have good infrastructure to build. So now that we do, we'll be whipping a bit. Yeah, we have a lot of pigs in our territory. All right, so you have just been there for 2 turns. You have been there for 2 turns. All right, slowly bringing irrigation both to this spot and also to Brazen Fleece. At least Brazen Fleece has the sheep tile. All right, so you are now working these 2 tiles. These are not especially good tiles, but they at least give the city some food. And we want to chop one of these tiles next. Do we need to road? Yeah, we probably should road this. Brazen Fleece at least has 2 good tiles to start out, although it won't be able to grow until I can farm some more of these. Okay, over here I want to farm this. This city also needs to get its catapult done. All right, so I'm about to whip here. So since I'm about to whip, before I lose that pop, I'm going to use the Great Scientist. So this should almost finish the tech. We should come like 1 turn away from finishing it. 2 turns away. Okay, so a little bit off on my estimate, but with me whipping, I'm going to lose population, and then the light bulb won't be worth as much. So with that light bulb, we should be in good shape to land the Liberalism Prize and then get Taj. So education, okay, education's still the bulb. I was trying to check to see what the next one would be, but it's still education because we're still haven't finished that yet. All right, now it's whippy time. So whip there. whip the forge, and I'll put this on research, and then put the overflow into the university. But whip there, and whip here. Or no, I think this, the forge is not urgent here. The city has good natural production. Can do it in 8 turns. I'll let that run to completion. The reach, though, has some very marginal tiles, so we'll just whip off those bad tiles. And make sure we're still working that. So we're losing science when I whip here, but we're finishing infrastructure. Similarly, oh, this, okay, I just switched to the forge this turn. Okay, those cities I can whip next turn. Care to negotiate? How about nothing? I don't need a map from you, but you could potentially use it from me. Anyway, so we landed Sistine. It's not critical for this game. Still nice to have. Has anyone in chat been to the Sistine Chapel, by the way? It's really small, if you've never been there before. I was surprised at how tiny it was. Also, there was like 500 tourists in there with me when I was there, so it was kind of hard to see. But it's very small in real life. Anyway, in game, the Sistine Chapel is nice because we're running a fair bit of specialists, and so it will give us, it'll give us that extra culture from all of them, and for any religious buildings we build. But of course, we're not running a lot of religious buildings. All right, so I need to dump another cottage down on one of these tiles because swine time's about to grow. It's very slowly growing, but I don't want to whip it. All right, we finished the forge here, and as I said, I was going to just put the overflow in research for the time being. All right, we finished the market here, onto the forge. Another forge. So as you can see, we're getting forges pretty much everywhere. They're a very important bit of infrastructure. All right, so still education for the light bulb, as you'd expect. You can come join here on this chop. We should probably also tick the espionage spending down. I mean, we're still getting 200 espionage points a turn, which is like more than we need. The limiting factor right now is getting the spies in position, not lacking for espionage points. All right, so this city is mostly in good shape now. We actually have enough commerce. We have enough food here that I can probably cottage the plains tiles too, because they are riverside. Not something I'd normally do, but the city's got the food to manage it. All right, and I really do have pretty much the whole world explored. All right, 30%. Please don't get caught on the last couple turns. All right, and 30%. I have someone in American territory too, don't I? Do I have a spy in here? No, I'm trying to remember. Where are my spies, just out of curiosity? Oh, I have one right outside the border. Okay. So I'm trying to... Oh, I just had one that succeeded. That's why. I just had one that succeeded. So do I want to have this person stand here and steal the next tech, Lincoln? I think I wait a couple turns because Lincoln's going to need to research engineering. And then, although I could fail the engineering dice roll too. I'm just wondering if I start the countdown now or if I wait a little bit longer, because there is a risk of getting caught every turn they're in territory. Let's wait for now because we're almost done here with the Incans and almost done with the Mayans, and we'll see, and we'll go from there. Let's also interrupt our irrigation project temporarily to get another cottage for the capital because it's about to grow. Okay, and did I finish the road here? Yes. Okay, so now we're going to chop this to finish the courthouse and then irrigate that tile. Meanwhile here, work that tile. And I'll whip this next turn for 3 pop. Okay, you're done. You can road down to there. All right, you can whip this. We'll just be Flipping off bad tiles. Alright, well, I do want to finish education, so... Alright, I'm like 1 beaker short, so... There we go. I did want to finish that tech. Manipulating the count there. Alright. So we're first to education. Hopefully no one steals that from me, and we enter the Renaissance era for the first time.
There is no wealth like knowledge, no poverty like ignorance.
Have to think about where we want Oxford to. Okay, so liberalism, we're going to limp our way to liberalism, but I think we have enough of a head start that I think we're in good shape to get there. 22 turns, because we can't run the science slider. All right, so you need a forage here. Probably not going to whip this because the city has such low food output. But I just have whipped a whole bunch of cities, so I'm kind of at a nadir here. I'm kind of emphasizing production over research right now. I guess the university. Actually, you have quite a bit of production here. Oh, I'm philosophical. I get cheap universities. I actually forgot about that. Totally forgot I get the cheap universities. That's really nice because they're very expensive to build. Also, what are you doing working this tile? And let's put another scientist specialist in. Help cut down that time a little bit. Okay, so this city needs to whip its forge. It'll grow back very quickly. As the liberalism... I love how the time to research is like seesaws up and down constantly here. Okay. No one's researching anything that I'm missing or that I don't already have slated to steal at the moment. So as expected, the new tech that pops up to steal is compass, not liberalism. Interestingly, J-Man can now research education, but that is a very expensive tech. And he also has to research philosophy too. Like even if he finishes education, he can't go into liberalism. He has to do philosophy tech first. So, and he's researching machinery. So I think we're in pretty good shape there. Who's working this tile here? Is that Fort Parker? No. That is a tile we need to improve though. Looks like it's Sydney who's working this. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this for right now. And then let's mine this tile. You two workers I'm going to have help out with the irrigation project, the long-term irrigation project over here. You can help chop this. That'll finish the courthouse. And we can farm this tile. Chop this. Black Forest Ham. Oh, we have a bare plains tile up there. Did I forget to farm that? Okay, I gotta farm that tile too. Whoops. It's actually pretty important. All right, here's the rare plains cottage because we have enough food for it. And Ivory Coast needs to whip the forge. That's fine. We can grow into the cottage next turn. So again, we're losing some pop here to get infrastructure in play. But in the long run, getting all those forges out will help a lot. They'll power up our future whips. Since we're an organized religion, we get the double benefit from organized religion plus forges. All right, minus 40% here, minus 40% here. Okay. So we're going to steal machinery and then steal engineering, hopefully, next turn. So the universities are useful because they do a couple things. They'll unlock Oxford in a city. They give us another slot where we can run another scientist. They're half cost because they're philosophical. And the ability to run 3 scientists while not being in caste system is pretty nice. Plus, they do benefit, they do give you a little bit more benefit from, see that you do get the plus 25% here. See the plus 10 from specialists, plus 25% from buildings. So, that is worth something. It's obviously not as good as a normal commerce economy, but it's not nothing. All right, forge done. Like I said, it does help that they are very cheap because I'm philosophical. All right, so this city, which has got plus 9 food surplus, is just going to grow quickly and then run some specialists. Right now, I would take off one of these, but then it doesn't grow. So next turn, I'll probably run the Spy Specialist over this tile, because that's a pretty weak tile. Okay, Forge done, on to University. Courthouse done, on to Forge. And we need to farm this for another high food tile. Okay. All right, I think I've got most of the AI territory scouted out pretty well now. All right, so let's go ahead and steal. So do we want to steal? We probably want to steal machinery from Wynakopek because engineering is the more expensive tech. And I have more espionage points saved up with Pakal that I want to burn through. All right, so 97% odds.
A god from the machine.
Alrighty. That is tech number 11. I'm really glad that succeeded because it took so long to get up there. And now the only other thing we're missing is the engineering. So let's cross our fingers on this steal. 95%. Does cost an awful lot of espionage points, but I mean, we're generating a lot of them now. 19 out of 20 dice roll. All right.
The designer knows he has achieved perfection, not when there is nothing left to add, but when there is nothing left to take away.
So we also have to think about building the castles too, because they've got the plus 25% espionage points. I suspect we will be building them. We have stone, so they're a little bit cheaper. So they might be the next thing up. And they're +1 trade routes. Then I just avoid economics tech like the plague, which I won't need because I'll be running mercantilism anyway. So that seems like a good call. I have to build the walls first, but like this city is worth 50. Let me put it this way: any city that's generating this many espionage points definitely should do them. So I'll probably go walls, castles next here. All right, now did I tick that up for? I did not tick that up for the second tech. So now we've stolen 12 total. As I said, we're keeping up in tech pretty well with this wacky espionage thing. And I think we're actually going to get to liberalism first, which is kind of hilarious. All right, so I've got a little army over here. Soldiers are still... I'm now tied for rival worst. I'm no longer the lowest period. I'm now tied for it. Okay, these three are all significantly higher. The other weak one is Wynakopek. Now our cities look like AI cities. Yeah. This city has enough natural production that I'm just happy to do the normal chop as opposed to whipping. It's low food, high production, so chopping is not as effective. Or whipping is not as effective, excuse me. Chopping is still effective. So like this city, I don't really need to prioritize the castle, although I might build one anyway because this is on the border with America. But a city that's producing a lot of espionage points like this definitely does want the walls in the castle. It's not that expensive, as I said. Okay, this city seems fine. And the capital needs another tile to work. It's missing another good tile. It's working this tile for it. Okay, I guess that's fine for the turn or two it takes to finish this cottage. Would I be up for naming more spies? If you guys really want to. How much espionage does this city produce? Not a lot. So this city probably just goes back to building more units. I don't think that I need a university here. This is a barracks city. So we'll just build maybe more catapults or something. I could try to build Sankora, but I'm really not building Christian buildings right now. I could get the Wonder, maybe if it's still around, at the capital later. Notre Dame is pretty contested. I think I'd rather build military units than Notre Dame. It's not that, yeah, maybe Pakal even builds it and we take it away from him later. But I think we build some more units here. So the AI should be researching, let's go back to the tech tree. They should pick up guilds in the near future. The key thing is to hit with knights before the AI can reach rifles, because that's the next big defensive jump. Pretty sure I can manage to do that. One of the reasons why I'm building elephants is I want to upgrade them to knights later. And, you know, if I have like 20 knights and enough catapults to take down the walls, I'm confident that I can run over Pakal. That, and once I'm in nationalism, I'll go nationhood. I'll draft out around either muskets or maces, depending on what we have. And we should be able to get, hopefully we get into banking. So I'm kind of hoping the AI will research these three techs here, which they should, because they tend to research what's inexpensive. Someone should go for these techs. Meanwhile, I grab liberalism and use it to pick up nationalism, and then we Taj to switch into nationhood and mercantilism, so we don't have to waste anarchy turns. Globe. It's a good question. Do I have a good spot for globe? Because I should try to make use of that, right? What's the tech that unlocks globe? Do I have that yet? Okay, so I do have the tech that unlocks that. I'm trying to think, is there a high food city? Because I probably do have a high food city somewhere. I'm going to be in nationhood, so I should, you know what? They'll go blues. This city could be a, look at how much food this city has. This could be a draft every turn city. Let's work towards that. Like, ignore the university. The city doesn't need a university. Let's do that. We'll grab the theater, and then we'll see if we can get globe. It's going to need some more production to build the globe theater. And we're going to need theaters elsewhere too. But I can do that. I can have my high production cities just pop out enough theaters. That's a really good suggestion because we could draft that city's enough food to be drafted every turn. And then, we're going to be in nationhood like pretty much forever. So why not just pop a city that has infinite happiness? That's really useful. We should 100% do that. And then I just have to get the theaters. But let's see. Which city has the theater? So the Reach has one. That would be 2, 3, 4, 5. The city can get one after the forge. 6. There we go. Great. So why take down walls with catapults? Well, the thing is, it takes a lot of setup to take down the walls with spies. I plan to be moving faster than that, is just kind of how I see it. We're also going to need some trebs. I don't think I have enough spies to take down the walls of every city. And we also do need to save some points for tech stealing too. So I think we will do some of that. Like, I think we will. But spies can get caught. The revolt could fail. It does cost espionage points. We'll just one turn this theater here. So I think we do want that, but I think I don't want to be totally reliant on it, if that makes sense. All right, so this city's pretty much done with its infrastructure with its cottages and such for right now. It can grow there, and then we're good. And meanwhile, the scout's kind of out of stuff to do because I've kind of revealed the whole map at this point. I thought there was another city over here for Black. Okay, Black Forest Ham. That should, yeah, I was going to say that should get the forge almost done. I want to improve this tile too. I've got some work to do over there. Okay, so I'm going to need some production if I'm going to build globe. So I'm going to have to improve this tile. I could also steal this tile away from... yeah, I could also steal this tile away. It's fine. I'm fine to just let the city grow for the moment, but once the theater is done, then we got to actually build the globe. But that's going to be very powerful and a big help for us long term. Fail gold blues. Planting some watermills, maybe more. So watermills become good with more techs. At this stage of the tech tree, they're not that great. They kind of need more stuff to get better over time. But we will probably build some eventually. It's just that right now the watermill is just +1 production. And for most of these cities, the food from a farm is honestly better. Especially a city like this. This city is so food poor, it needs farms. Fail Gold Blues is going to be a draft camp, so not there. But like in some places, eventually, yeah, I think we'll want some. You guys, why don't you come over here and help some of these cities? Because like Pigapalooza could use a little more improvement. So I'm going to move them over here for right now. You can road that tile next turn and then probably farm this tile that Pigapalooza is still working on. All right, so one of these goes up here. So hop on that boat, and one of them goes back to the Lincoln border down here. And hey, by the way, now that we have engineering, our spies actually move at a decent pace. Finally. You two should probably stop building this and come over here and improve some of these tiles, because there's some over here that need work. So I think I'll turn them around and do stuff that's more important than building roads in the middle of nowhere. Oh wait, we've already got a spy here. Wait a minute. Oh, both of these spies don't need to go to the west. Let's cancel that go-to order. I already have 2 spies over by Lincoln. Welcome those of you just getting here, by the way. And Globe is a national wonder, that's correct. Gruber Coast, let's see. These tiles look correct for the moment. Do we want the university here? We might whip a theater here just to get up to the requirement for... and let's grow 1 turn faster. Just grow a turn faster and then grab the spy specialist back again. So we're not exactly racing to liberalism here, but I think we're reasonably safe. I can always have a bunch of cities build research if it looks like someone else is making a play for it. Okay, so forge done. Let's get the theater done real quick for that globe plan that we're working on. All right, theater done here. Because like this city, I mean, like this city can produce a lot of beakers if we need it to. It's just right now, I think I'd rather push military. Let's get some trebs because we don't have any trebuchets at the moment. All right, how many theaters are we up to now? I gotta highlight globe to see. All right, so we have 2 done. We have 2 more in production. 2 done, 2 in production. As Christianity gets spread yet again. Okay, so I'll just need... This city will probably... I think Gruber Coast will whip 1. We should be good. I can always have Kornberg maybe whip 1 as well. And that should cover it. All right. Let's see. So I want to get you down to... Oh, we can actually get there immediately. I forgot engineering's very convenient. Thank you, engineering tech. All right, you guys need to farm the tile we're working first, and then we can improve that tile afterwards. Look at this poor city. I still would rather work this tile than the unimproved no food tile. Okay, so we built the cottage there. You guys were roading this tile. Farm here. Mine this. You need to come back here. And then we can decide where you need to go from there. So unfortunately at the moment, no one's researching techs I'm missing except J-Man. He's literally the only one. Oh wait, I guess Wynakopek also has compass. Would like to get up there. I wish some of these people closer to me would research one of those techs, but not so far. Oops. Lincoln's still on engineering. We'll see what Lincoln is researching next, and then decide if we need to run into his territory to steal from him. So yeah, liberalism, not fast research right now, but that's because I'm not really running specialists. I'm kind of recovering from the last set of whips that I did right now. Probably want to increase the pace a little bit on this. Let's let the universities finish, and then we'll run. Once the universities are done, I'll run more specialists because I'm regrowing from the forge whips right now in most of these cities. This city also probably... Wow, it's working such horrible tiles. Let's whip off some of these. Also, I need to farm this tile. I just moved some workers away from here. Maybe these 2 can come back down and farm that tile because it needs it, and it needs this tile too. It can actually, yeah, it needs all of these high food tiles very badly. All right, market done onto the forge. At least we get some nice overflow there. Oh, so we finally got a great spy. Now that's interesting. So, okay, great golden age over there. Okay, now this is, I don't like seeing this many people on paper. We might need to pick up the pace on our liberalism here. So the question is, do we want to burn the great spy here in the capital for the Scotland Yard? Or do we save for another golden age? It's probably better to use. I don't think it's a super clear-cut case here. I don't think it's a for the love of God, but I think it is probably worthwhile here because the capital does produce a lot of espionage. The capital produces the most commerce. Therefore, via the espionage slider, it also probably produces the most espionage points. And it's probably more worthwhile to use this right away than to sit and hold for the rest of the game. So where is our great spy, by the way? This is just a normal spy. Because we're already holding a number of these. We can already start a golden age with the prophet plus scientist, so we don't really need to hold the great spy. Oh, it's way over here in the east, where it popped up. In Fort Porker. Okay. So, might as well. All right. As far as espionage points go, now we're at the point where... All right, we've got more with Wynakopik than anyone else. I'm mostly stealing with Lincoln and Pakal, so I'm going to route my spending on them for the time being. All right, Lincoln, engineering. Okay. So down here, we're working on that long-term irrigation project. All right, this chop will go in Sydney Barks. Might recall this scout home soon. Alrighty, let's see. Do I need to whip? I'm trying to see if I have any whips queued up. The city's still recovering from the last one. There we go. Run that. Use this great spy next turn. And we'll get the capital to build the walls and castle for the espionage bonus. So that we get... Now, this won't be as high later, because we will drop bureaucracy eventually, but the capital still has the most cottages. I should cottage this tile too, and so that I can drop this tile when we don't need it. I've got some workers right here, so they can cottage probably these two tiles. Just like grab them real quick, and then bring the irrigation down here to Brazen Fleece and this spot that we still haven't picked up yet. All right. Continuing to limp towards liberalism. Okay, walls. Helps having stone to make them cheap. Look at all the bonus productions there. All right. So here we've almost finished this theater. Oh, and no, we don't want the engineer specialist right now. Not for this game, I'm afraid. Okay. Farm that. Kind of hanging around out in the tundra. Still don't know what Lincoln's researching next. So we'll continue to hold there and wait to see. Let's get that cottage up. And here, as you guys requested, is Scotland Yard. So it was worth about 60 espionage points per turn. Worth an awful lot of espionage points. Alright, so this needs to be mined. Yeah, this is a production city, so we want the mine there. We finished that farm. Let's get a farm down on this tile. All right, you finished the road. Okay, so this will be theater number 4, I think. Yeah, so we need to get 2 more done. Kornberg, I think, builds one. And probably Black Forest Ham, because it's a good production city. Can do it very quickly. That's like a 4-turn build. Maybe 3 turns with the overflow. Okay, so we'll get these 2 done. Fail Gold Blues can work on, I don't know, something. Just try to grow as quickly as possible. And then we'll hop onto these tiles afterwards. And build the Wonder, which is not... No doubling resource for the Wonder, but we should be able to get this city up to... what are we at right now? Base 5? we work these 2 tiles and maybe pick up this tile as well, should be able to get up to like 15 base production, get up to plus 50% with Forge and Organized Religion. That'll be like a 12 to 15 turn build. That's pretty reasonable. Should be able to finish right around the time we're getting into nationhood, hopefully. And then we've got a city we can draft every turn. All right, how about you get nothing because I already have the whole world revealed. All right, walls, castle. 100 espionage points per turn from this city. Nice. Yeah, you am prepared to, happy to just have you do a couple trebs. Alright, you need the theater here. Can I knock this down? Can I knock a turn off this? I suspect I can. There we go. 3 turns. Why don't you just... You already have a barracks, right? Yeah. You already have a barracks. Why don't you... I don't know. Work on the walls for right now. I don't... Actually, let's have you do beakers for the time being while you grow. And you're doing the other theater here. So 3 turns. We'll have the theaters done. And then we can start on that wonder. Okay, Lincoln is not researching a tech I want. So the spies will still continue to hang out here. I guess I could go for... You know, I probably need another boat over here so I can sail over and steal from J-Man. Just because I've got... That gives me another target. Because I've got a boat over here, but I don't have one. Caravel would be nice because then I can just go wherever. I don't have to hug the coast. Why don't we wait until we can build a caravel, and then it'll be easier. All right, you go here. You are still hanging out as well. Did we get that cottage done? Yes. Okay, since we don't really need the castle, we'll push growth instead. Although we're going to need more health. Need grocers. We'll need grocers. Those 2 can build a cottage there at the next size. And meanwhile, you guys... Oh, wait, that's out... What am I doing? I can't irrigate outside my borders. Acting like an idiot here. Once the courthouse is done... Oh, never mind. I was going to say I can pop the borders after the courthouse is done, but... we already have a border pop ready to go. Let's mine this in case I want another production tile, even though that's a crummy desert tile. All right, and you will be in position to hop on the boat if we want to steal from Pakal. Let's finish this. Oh, whoops, there's no road there. I just wasted a worker turn for no reason. Oh, well. Yes, there's a little bit over here that I'm missing because it's been a while since I walked through this area. All right. Next time I need to whip, I'm looking to see where, if anywhere, I need to whip cities. I think we're okay for the moment. I think we're okay. Let's see. So I'm getting more espionage points with these guys. How are we doing on military, just out of curiosity? Oh, I'm 5th in military power now. Nice. Oh, fair ways behind number 1, but hanging in there. I'm above Wynakopek. None of the AIs have fought this whole game, so they're just stacked up their militaries the entire time. Alright, Forge done. And now I think it's back to more units. How about you do some more elephants for me? How about you grow a size and then go after some units? Okay, so the Reach should be running some more specialists here. I think. It doesn't really have anything too critical it needs to build. I guess I'll do the university, but it doesn't really have anything too important it needs, so let's just do this. It won't grow, but that's fine. There's not really a lot of good tiles to grow onto. I should improve this tile, though. That could be a cottage or something. And yeah, you can just produce some more specialists for us. All right, Lincoln is researching the top of the tree, which we already have. So we can continue to chill for right now. Pakal builds Notre Dame, so that's a wonder we can maybe take away from him later on. We're about halfway to liberalism at this point. Yeah, you can just chill in that galley until I'm ready, until Pakal has something that's worth stealing. Same story here. Well, now I have kind of like an extra spy over here. They do get caught though, so it doesn't hurt to have some extras. And if we do fight Pakal, it gives us a way to maybe drop the defenses of a city. All right, so this city definitely needed that. And then now we'll irrigate this tile too. And then it'll finally be like a real live boy with enough tiles to not be garbage. All right, Sydney Barks will pick up that tile next turn. Fort Corker's almost done the university. Once the university's done, I'll just run a bunch of specialists. We can improve, we can cottage that tile though. We should cottage that. Yeah, we should cottage that tile too. Alphabet often could get passed over in this game as far as text or research. And I'm not doing quite as much whipping as I did in a lot of other games. If I rode this tile, I could actually hit this city with knights on like the first turn of a war. 1, 2. And just hit the city before it has any defenses. Let's also start moving some of these units over. The catapults in particular. I'll leave like a couple units over there, but since Pakal's going to be our target, I really do not think Lincoln will attack. He doesn't plot war at pleased, so I think we're pretty safe from Lincoln. I'll leave a skeleton force there, but not something that is like an actual fighting force. So we need to get this tile rotated. But I think that would be the plan, would be to hit out of the hit immediately and just overwhelm this city and then set up a siege at like some of the core cities that are better defended. It is on a hill, but if we can hit it before it has defenders, before there's time to whip in defenders. This is not on a hill. This is not on a hill. This is not on a hill. Having espionage be able to see literally everything is also pretty nice. Once the AIs get to democracy, that it might get harder. That's true, which is why we need to acquire more territory so that we're just bigger than them and we can use our size to win. If we're the same size as the AIs, by the time we hit like the industrial era, we're not going to win. So that's why we have to take over more territory and just rely on, as I said, being bigger than everyone else because we're playing a wacky variant. All right, so he was demanding a resource. I'm happy to give that to him. We'll just make sure to cancel that in 10 turns. Pick up a +1 with him. Now, someone else who hates him might not like that we gave him tribute, but oh well, they can live with it. Alrighty, so the capital now has the plus 125% from buildings. Also picked up the extra trade route. That's nice too. Too bad there's no overseas trade routes. We'll lose a fair amount of income when we go into mercantilism, but we'll get the free specialist and we can very much take advantage of free specialists. So out of what else we have to build, I think we do the university and then the market. I don't really need Angkor Wat or Sankor. They're both low priorities. So being philosophical, getting cheap universities is really nice. I can use City Revolt. It's true. It is an option. As I said, I'll certainly try to make use of that. Now, this city has a lot of production, but it has no food. I'll have to try to bring some food over. Maybe someday we can farm that tile and give it another 2-food tile. In the meantime, though, we'll use that production, and we'll probably just use this as a little production camp city. All right, you need to go down here. We don't know what Lincoln's researching yet. This city needs to irrigate this. I need a second worker here. And this tile needs to be cottaged. So are you working your good tiles? Yes. Although I think we want this cottage to grow. All right, cottage. Some very nice land over here in the east. All right. Oh, there we go. There's another city. Kind of quiet turns here because I'm not doing a ton of whipping. All right, Kornberg, you just hit the happiness limit here. Also, why are you working that engineer specialist? That's not the specialist for this variant. Kind of working all its good tiles at this point. Like I could chop these down and farm them, but I probably should farm these two tiles because that'll spread irrigation here to this corn tile as well. Probably should do that, but I'm pretty happy with just running specialists here. Now I need to get the university so I can run another scientist specialist, because if you see I'm out of slots for scientists, and this is one of my better science cities. I know it's kind of pathetic, but the 21 Beakers is one of my better science cities. That's a quarter of the nation's science right there. So we do need to get a university there. Gruber Coast is fine for the moment. I think I'll let the university finish naturally. And maybe we'll just build some military after that, because there's not much else this city really needs. Could get a stables and build knights or something once we have that. University does not grant scientist slot. Oh, is that right? I thought it did. You're right, it doesn't. I guess it's the observatory that grants the scientist slot. Oh, okay. Well, with them being cheap for us, it is worthwhile for us to grab it anyway, but you're right. I thought it did. Oh well. So for right now, these trebs are going to be needed. We'll definitely need more siege down the road. There's the university that we need. All right, as I said here, this is kind of working all its useful tiles. Oh, we're gonna be working that cottage in a minute. I'll put it on theater just for lack of other stuff to build. Also, got to manage those specialists. I understand why it gets us from base production 8 to 10, which is nice, but like I don't really care about the theater. I just want the extra beakers from the scientist specialists. All right, so we need to mine this tile. We're currently chopping this so we can bring irrigation here and then farm that tile too. I don't need a university. This is not a commerce city. This is a production city. So since you've got the stable, why don't you build... It's not really an espionage city either. Why don't you build me some more elephants? Where are the archaeologists? Not in this game. Wrong game. So we're kind of quietly shuffling some military over here to the east. All right, Lincoln is still not researching stuff that we are missing. So for now, the spies will continue to wait. All right, we finished another cottage at the capital. These workers can road that. And then they'll head up here and finally get around to improving this city. Or I might farm those two tiles first. I do want to farm this tile as well for Pigapalooza. It's food cap right now, but if I irrigate this tile, that would help. This is my heroic epic city, by the way. I haven't fought anything the entire game, so I have no experience, but this will be a solid heroic epic city. It has low commerce potential. 26 base production this early in the game is quite nice. But long term, these can be farmed. These tiles can be farmed post-biology. That can be mined. Maybe one of these can be water milled or something. It's not fantastic, but it's a good production city. And my cities with stronger tiles, I'm using for commerce. So it's a good way to make use of the terrain that's there. Okay, so we just finished the theaters. Now we can start Globe. So temporarily, this city is going to be heavy on production. So we're going to take this tile over from that city. And do that. And do that. And we get it down to 16 turns. Okay. And when it grows, it can pick up this tile. All right, so we'll do this, and then we can get it up to 15 base. I'll actually run the scientist specialist, the engineer specialist here, because I want this globe to finish. Wait, what is it at right now? It's at 14. Okay, that gets to 17. So that's another 8. So that's 25 production per turn. So yeah, that'll work there. All right, now I fired a tile over here. So this is okay. I just dropped that tile for this tile, which is slightly weaker. But that'll get that done relatively quickly. Whoops, I think I just put that on a go-to order by accident. Let's see what's in that extreme northern corner of the map. So I have been working on some of the alternate histories. I know it's been a bit, and that's largely because I've been playing other games and enjoying other games. But I have been playing some of them, and you should probably see the next installment sometime in the next 2 weeks. You're not wrong, and the pace has slowed down a lot because I've been playing other games, but I have been working on some of them in the background, and I have gotten some questions about them because people are. It's good to hear that people are interested in them. All right, again, so slavery. Again, I could whip some of these cities, but like, I don't think it's worthwhile to whip this university. There's not another city improvement that like I want to get started on after the university's done. So we might as well just let this ride for the time being. Next up is probably the barracks. If I could like build grocers, then maybe I'd whip the university to get the grocer out, get started. But like, I don't really have another improvement that I'm dying to work on next. So I think this is fine. Gotta improve this tile as well. Maybe the workers that are up here can scoot down there and improve that tile. Okay. But still looks like liberalism's pretty safe right now. Oh, do I have another worker to move? All right. I said these guys are going to farm to the corn at Cornburg. I don't think there's another city up here, but you never know. Well, maybe. There's a cow resource. All right, so we finished a cottage there. That means we can dump that for there. So he's about to hit the health limit. We do need grocers in some of these places. Okay. I believe I've revealed all of Bakal's cities at this point. Lincoln still hasn't done anything. The AIs are kind of backfilling a bunch of text I've already stolen from them or research for myself. I went for the top part of the tree and they all kind of skipped the top part of the tree. Okay, so here we go. These cottages are immature, but they'll grow eventually. And the long-term irrigation project continues. So now that we actually have irrigation down here, I think we do found this city. I was waiting until I had farming available, but now that I do, I can found that and get silver, which will give us another happiness resource that we don't have already. So that'll be nice to have, because we'll be getting more weariness somewhere down the road. Okay, so where would I get another settler? Probably a city that's just not doing anything important. Maybe one of my production cities. Pigapalooza, maybe, after this treb's done, because it can probably build a settler in like 4 turns. Yep, 4 turns, good estimate. Yep, so I'll just squeeze that out, and then that'll be our last self-founded city. It'll never be a great city, but, you know, the land is there. It'll bring another resource. It can work, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 grassland tiles, and that's kind of enough to at least get started. Post-biology, it would be a pretty decent spot, but everything's a decent spot post-biology. Okay, here the city just grew, and there we go, 12 turns. So it should finish right around when liberalism's done, and we Taj Mahal ourselves into another golden age. So here comes our other unit stack over here. What's my total unit count right now? So 12 workers, 4 spies, a bunch of great people. Only 5 elephants. Okay, I need to pump more elephants. I've got 8 cats. That's pretty decent. I think I just need more elephants because I said I'd like to be up to about 20 knights before I attack. And hopefully the AI will research guilds. It's available for like everyone to research. Just been waiting for that. But we can pump the elephants and then upgrade after that. All right, you do the, oh wow, 3 turns. Must have some overflow there. Yep, so let's keep you on the elephants for right now. Elephants do upgrade into knights. I am correct on that, aren't I? Where's Civilopedia? I'm like 99% sure they do, but I don't want to build a bunch of elephants and then get stuck with them. No, it says they upgrade to Cuirassier. Okay. Okay, so I'm wrong. They don't upgrade into knights. So what that means is we need to build horse archers then. Because horse archers, I believe, do upgrade into knights. All right, horse archers do. So let's start building horse archers then. Horchers. One thing we don't lack for is gold. We could probably turn off some of the espionage spending. Honestly, we probably like, and just run more gold. Like, look at all these espionage points I have. I guess we'll just do this for right now. So we need to build horse archers because they actually upgrade. Not that it's bad to have some war elephants; they're really good anti-cav units. But yeah, we need to start stacking horse archers and upgrade them into knights because I can't build knights yet. All right, Wynakopek is researching optics, so he actually does have compass. Oh, Pakal has compass now too. He must have just picked it. I didn't even realize he had that tech. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set up to steal compass from him. Maybe he one-turned that. It is a fairly inexpensive tech. And I might as well mine this tile because while I'm here, I probably should have improved that tech. Oh well. The other project is I can bring irrigation up here, like farm, and then that brings irrigation. That's probably more useful than what some of these workers are doing. So yeah, enough of the war elephants. More of the more horse archers because they can become knights instantly. I will not lack for money to upgrade. I could always turn science off and just 230 gold. If I'm getting close to if I'm getting close, I can probably do that. How about Lincoln? Does he have anything? He doesn't. I'm waiting for him to pick up guilds. One of you guys research guilds, please, for me. So I want knights. Anyway. All right. Let's have a couple of you go here, and you, how about you road towards this spot for us? All right, you guys, I'm now going to bring down here and improve that tile that I'm waiting on. All right. No, this is not for Posh City. This is for Happiness Farms. There we go. Now the city finally has enough food that it's not completely crippled. Thanks to thanks to these two farms over here. All right, you guys can road that tile and then get back to Posh City, which is a city that probably should whip this forge, because it'd just be whipping off tiles that are not too good. Or I can wait like one more turn and 2-pop whip. Let's wait and 2-pop whip it next turn. Anyway, this is the top of the map, and there does not appear to be any cities up here. But at least we revealed what was up here. Okay. Keep getting thrown off by how many tiles I can move. All right, so this is a decent little stack. It's not spectacular by any means, but... One west of the tile your spy is waiting on. No city can work the tile he's actually waiting on. This, yeah, that's fine though. I'm just staying outside American borders until I want to walk in and steal techs. Probably actually be on this tile because then you can go 1, 2, 3. Slightly safer. Anyway, so far so good. Nice and calm. I'm not even needing to do a lot of whipping at the moment. Slowly pushing towards liberalism. And this city, I think, just is gonna... It's... Alright, it's pretty much capped out on good tiles to work, so I think it just... like, we'll put it on the aqueduct because it's gonna need more health eventually, but for now, it's kind of working all its good tiles, so let's just run more science specialists. It's not gonna grow, but whatever. It's fine for right now. Doesn't really need anything else. Is that or... Actually, since this is a border city, let's put walls and castle in there. Alright, we got another great scientist. So that gives us a pair of scientists who will both probably be used for golden ages. Oh, we can use this for printing press. Okay. That's handy. Although I don't think printing press is the next tech I want. I think I'd prefer to push on towards Constitution, but that is an insanely expensive attack for me to try to steal. Like, this is awesome for me. It's +4 espionage points and plus 50% espionage points, and I can run more spy specialists, but it's so expensive as a tech. 3,000 beakers at my tech rate is pretty bad. Uh, so we'll see. But I will have to go through printing press to get to rifling. So we probably will use one of these to light bulb printing press. We'll see what the AI research is. Let's hold for now. We'll see what the AI research is because that's also incumbent on what we do. Because we prefer to steal techs if we can. It's much cheaper to steal them than to research them with this weird economy I'm running. All right, so you set up shop to start stealing compass. And Posh City, we're gonna whip this turn. Oh, it's still 3 pop. Why is it still 3? Each. So a whip is for 75. Okay, it'll be a 2 pop whip next turn, and that timing lines up nicely. All right. City's still a little low on food. Well, not as bad as it was before, certainly. What if I tried to slingshot? Well, here's the thing. Constitution, I'd have to go through nationalism. I don't think I can get through nationalism. Also, the timing works out really well to slingshot nationalism, get an early nationhood, start drafting. I think the timing works out better. And use the golden age to get into mercantilism plus nationhood. I just think the timing lines up better. But it's not a bad suggestion. Okay, now having gone up here, let's road the tile, but then I think I'm gonna have these workers try to irrigate these 2 tiles. Here and here. But it would be nice if one of the AIs would actually research guilds, so I could then steal it. Guilds and banking. I would really like it if they would research those techs. I kind of thought that by the time that I finished this very slow liberalism research that one of them would have those techs. All right, so the capital doesn't have a lot to. I guess it should do a market. I was gonna say do military, but the gold from the market would be significant here, so we should do the market. All right, enough war elephants. We're converting over to horchers, horse archers. This city will need a barracks because we'll be drafting. Every city will need a barracks for drafting purposes. Beeline for rifling after military tradition. Maybe. You know, the AI does like to emphasize constitution and democracy. They often emphasize these texts heavily, so they might be good steal targets. Whereas a lot of these AIs do not go for rifling very quickly. Like we don't have a lot of militaristic AIs in this game, so that might make a lot of sense to do that. Anyway, I'm pulling my dude back. So Lincoln's on philosophy. Okay, Sitting Bull's on optics. We should. You know what we can do? We can grab this other guy, and he can move up here, and he can load on that boat, and we can go steal from Sitting Bull from one of these cities, Mound City or something, or drop off in this city and then walk over to Moundville. Might as well. It's an easy way to get over there to try to get to this, and then we still have Lincoln to try to steal other techs from. But like everyone has optics now except Lincoln, which makes sense. He's pretty landlocked. Why he wouldn't be going for that tech? I also need to road that tile too. All right, so chop this. And you're gonna road that tile. Hey, and look, we finally now got in a position where we can farm that tile. Okay, so there was one new city up here. Sitting Bull's got a lot of cities, doesn't he? There's an awful lot of cities. Well, as I just like continuously walk through the AI's territory, slowly revealing more of it. All right, this we now need to chop and farm. All right, this settler is going to be done soon. University. This city needs to whip its forge. There we go. And grow onto that tile next turn. This city can also whip, but it's just a 1-pop whip. We'll whip, I don't know, maybe the university after this is done. Kind of out of good tiles to work, so it'll be a good time to whip afterwards. Good news is no one... Oh, there we go. Wynakopak's going for guilds. Okay, so we're not going to try to steal optics. We're going to try to steal guilds from Wynakopak with that spy that we just moved out. Because he's actually going for guilds. Perfect. Okay, now you can just build some horse archers. I believe this city can two-turn them. Yep, this city can two-turn horse archers. So let's just have it do that for a while until we're ready to build knights. And we'll have to save up gold once we get close for upgrades, but that's pretty doable. I want more horse archers for now. Each of them coming out with two um, each of them coming out with a promotion. Or a little brazen fleece. Alright, so we'll chop this. I don't have a choice on which city this goes to. It goes to Sydney Barks. Okay, it's fine. So the Reach will finish its university, and I think we cottage this tile, because I don't think I need more food here. Yeah, I think I have enough extra high food tiles. Alright. Off we go on the long, slow journey up there. Pakal is also researching Divine Right for another religion, so we should probably try to steal that too. Of course, if I get optics, I can just initiate steals with caravels much more easily. If you steal optics, would that speed up getting the spy to steal guilds? Well, considering how long it takes to get up there, let's see if anyone else heads for guilds. My spies are all over here waiting. You know what? Gruber Coast should build another boat so I can sail over here to this guy, because I could steal optics from J-Man. He already has optics. See, it's not he has astronomy as a research choice. Like, this guy could hop on a boat if I had another galley over here. Should probably do that. That's actually something useful I can do instead of building these walls I don't care about. I think I'll actually whip the galley, honestly, because it's useful. Useful enough that I want to speed that up. I'll do that next turn. Alright, I said I was going to cottage this. This looks good for Posh City. And my warrior who's been exploring forever has now joined the rest of the group. Good job. Okay, now here, I think we want to chop this. Oh, we want to, I want to improve this tile next. And then I do want to farm that tile, but I want the hill tile first. So we're kind of quietly building up our force here, militarily. And plus we'll get a round of drafted either muskets or maces. And that'll increase our power rating by a lot too. Alright, settler heading down here. Can found the city next turn, which we very nicely rotated towards. Alright, 10%. What are the options here right now? I think yeah, it's just compass. I almost feel like I shouldn't wait because I have so many I have so many espionage points saved up, but it's better not to waste them. Better not to waste them. We sure have a lot of espionage points though. We've got like thousands with everyone right now. Thousands and thousands of espionage points. Like, this spy is still waiting to steal from Lincoln, but Lincoln has not turned up much of anything recently. With the Native Americans, no, definitely not. He's going to be furious soon, and he'll probably close open borders. I'll have to think about where to do Oxford as well in this game. Probably the capital, when it doesn't have other stuff to build. Anyway, so there's not much for me to work on right here. I do have a barracks done, so just get another trebuchet out of here, since I don't have a stables. If I work this tile, that's probably a little bit better. Yeah, this city doesn't really have much to build right now, so again, since it's got barracks, I can work on this for the time being. There's no infrastructure to build. And similarly over here, like, there's not much to work on. Okay, I'm gonna build the stables so I can build mounted units and have them come out with XP. And over here at Fort Porker, I think this would be a good place for Forbidden Palace, because it'll be close to any cities I pick up with Pakal. And as I said, it's not like the city has a lot else to work on. It's a slow build, but there's no crucial infrastructure I'm waiting on there. All right, so here's our last self-founded city. I know we had some names in the chat before. What are we thinking on now as far as potential names? I'll whip this galley while we're waiting on it. So that just... There we go. And we'll put this guy over in J-Man's territory so we can steal guilds from him too. Argentina, Landa Field. I don't get the Argentina here. Because it has silver, is that why? Last city. Well, it's not going to be our last city. Last self-founded city. Silver Lining. That's a great name. It's down at the bottom of the map. I like it. Silver Lining. This is an extremely marginal city, but... Alright, so you can now connect this resource. Silver Lining. Anyway, you're headed up for Huayna Capex's territory, and my goodness, we can't wait for the caravels to let us move through the middle of the map and move there more quickly. Yeah, I mean, we're starting to rack up a decent military force here, aren't we? Okay, 20% cost. Farm that. Just heading back to Portuguese territory to scope out whatever changes have gone on in there. Okay, Posh City looks like it's got the improvements it needs for the moment. Well, it's one food short of growing, so let's do that just while I'm here. And I think I have most of my territory pretty well improved at this point. Like, this city's not going to need more production. We'll just grab that while we're here. Okay, so you can hop on the boat next turn. You're going to go over to Portugal. Too bad these galleys are not going to be useful. Galleys don't upgrade into caravels, unfortunately. J-Man's also go. Yeah, that's the idea. So I'll have a chance to steal either from J-Man or from Huayna Capac. I can get optics from one and guilds from the other. Pakal also has Divine Right available as a tech for a steal. So where are my spies on the east side? Okay. Oh, that's right. One's on a boat and one's going there. Now, after having nothing for ages, now all of a sudden Pakal has multiple stuff I want. That's fine. This guy can hop back and then he can go for Divine Right. It's not an urgent tech by any means for us to go after. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything I want to look to whip, but I think we're good for right now. Yeah, I think we're okay. Oh, and Brazen Fleece now finally has a tile that produces additional food. Still not much, but it's something. This will get it up to like size 6 or so. That's kind of all it really needs. But it's not much of a city yet. I'm probably gonna have to farm some plains tiles, which is always a sign of a weak city. Yeah, this city can just stay on those horse archers. Horchers, as Realms Beyond likes to call them. I am starting to pay significant unit costs, but I'll have banking and grocers pretty soon. So there's the religion getting... Oh, now all of a sudden you have a tech to steal Lincoln. Okay. Now you're going to do Compass. Okay, let's try to get Compass from him. Right. Maybe we get Compass from Lincoln, and then we get Divine Right from Pakal, and then we take Optics and Guilds from one of J-Man and Huayna Capac. We'll try Guilds first with one of them, and if it fails, we'll try Guilds with the other one. Something like that, I think. Boy, thinking through how the spy steals are going to work is a little, a little tiring. Really have to think about it. Okay. Now, I could just walk the spy through. Like, I don't technically have to put the spy on a boat, but every turn that you're in AI territory, you have a chance to get caught. So it's just safer to move them on boats. Like, it's a lot safer to have them because they can't get caught while they're in a boat. They're safe against getting caught that way. All right, so I'm mining this tile over here. You're just heading over to Portuguese territory, trying to see if I don't think there's a city in that little corner of the map. I don't really need these farms, but it's like do that or do nothing. So, alrighty. We don't really need the silver for happiness. We more need another health resource. Maybe I can get a health resource from somebody. Like, does Lincoln have a spare health resource? Interestingly enough, he won't trade me. Oh, I already have cows. Never mind. What resources are out there that I'm missing that I could actually use? Do I have deer? Okay, I have deer. Looking for health resources for the most part. I have fish. I have corn. Looks like I already have kind of everything. Yeah, it looks like I already have all the resources, more or less. So. The water supply was Kornberg was poisoned. Okay. Yeah, you know, if somebody's poisoning the water supply, you know who it is, right? It's almost certainly Sitting Bull. He loves to poison the water supply. Just loves it. Anyway, okay. All right, walls onto castles. That whip actually worked out pretty well because we got a lot of overflow. So Kornberg's going to have to fire some of its specialists so that it doesn't starve. But poisoning the water supply is one of like the most useless things that the AI can do, and they love doing it. So what does it do? It means we have +8 from poison water, but that'll go away quickly. All right, so here we go. This will reduce the starvation deficit. I'm actually going to fire all of these to get a little bit more food in here. So we're only -5, and then we'll be -4 food, etc. So we'll be okay. So I'm not too concerned. Pakal completing yet another shrine. Alright, next turn we can steal something. I mean, we could steal this turn, but we might as well get it for a cheaper rate. Let's get some points going into Pakal. We have a gazillion points with everybody at this point. Maybe we should spend on everyone except Lincoln, because we've got a kind of an excessive amount with Lincoln. Alright, let's wait for next turn there. I'm working that tile. Let's try to connect a road down here in case we would ever need it for mobility purposes. Workers are more or less done with my territory now, though. All right. Slowly moving up here. So much faster to go straight across the inland sea as opposed to going all the way around the side. Someday, hopefully someday soon. Okay, the good news is we're continuing to get those horse archers. I think I might turn off espionage for a little bit and do some upgrades for afterwards. Because I'd like to upgrade horse archers into knights and some of these older units like axes and spears into more advanced units. And I'm going to have to turn off science ahead of time. All right, so you guys now need to chop this and farm it, and then we need to road that tile. Down here. Oh, you can help with this new city. We can chop and we can like chop these useless tiles, and that'll help the granary get done faster. Help the city get started. I don't really need the silver, that's why I'm not prioritizing it. But it looks like we're going to land liberalism. Is it useful to whip a city with poison? It can be if you're worried about it starving, but I'm not concerned about the city starving down a size. It'll be okay. The poison water supply will wear off. And Sitting Bull now, I'm sure, has decided to... Now he'll have less espionage points to waste because he just probably spent 500 or something poisoning the water supply of Kornberg. It's pretty pointless for them. Anyway, so hopefully we'll get guilds soon. Hopefully we'll succeed on one of these spy thefts. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I can unload in 2 turns in Pharaoh.
Any
All right.
society that would give up a little liberty to gain a little security will deserve neither and lose both.
It's a little bit incredible that the AI was not able to beat me to this, even with my variant. So we'll take nationalism. All right, so where are we going next? This is the big question next, is where do we go? I think military tradition's the next tech, because the AI often does not prioritize this, and that will allow us to turn our knights into cuirassiers. Obviously, we also need gunpowder, but I think the AIs have a better chance of going for that. So I think we grab this, and then maybe we evaluate after that. Printing press is also pretty nice because we've got the great scientist to light bulb it. But let's grab military tradition first, because we need it anyway on the path to rifling. And cuirassiers are a big upgrade over knights. It might not sound like it going from 12 strength to, or 10 strength to 12 strength, but it really does make a big difference. They are much better against longbows. All right. So, horse archers, horse archers. And since you're far away from the action, you can build one too. Although a lot of these cities will switch over to grocers as soon as we have guilds done. Like, they're building military because there's not much for them to build. I guess you can build the market. I'll probably whip this market. I didn't even realize the city lacked a market. Just let it fill up the food box a little bit first. Let's do this. And then when you fill up the food box, we'll whip the market.
A man does not have himself killed for a halfpence a day or for a petty distinction. You must speak to the soul in order to electrify him.
All right, so the next question is, how soon do I trigger the Golden Age? See, the big limitation on the Golden Age is I want to make sure that banking is done before the Golden Age ends. And at the moment, I'm not sure that that's the case. I'd really like to see one of the AIs start researching. Right, and you can upgrade elephants to cuirassiers, that's true. That's also a good point. All right, so this city will come out of its starving poison water shortly. How many trebs do I have right now? I have 3. I'm going to need more than that. I'd like to have about half a dozen at minimum, so that it doesn't take forever to get through city walls. All right, so here we're going to steal a tech here. So I think we still divine right because we can get compass from other people. Oh, because we're going to get compass from Lincoln. That's right. Oh, now Lincoln researches optics too. Let's hope the 95% works. All right.
I am the state.
Maybe I should have taken compass and then taken optics from Lincoln, because divine right is kind of useless. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, almost there to drop off that spy. This one is still a little further away. Optics is a big tech because then we can get our spies into position so much faster. All right, so that guy teleports back. We have a spy that's waiting here. Do we just steal this right now? It's not very expensive. Oh, you know what? We're going to steal optics from Lincoln. Don't I have a spy up here? No, I don't. I moved that spy out, didn't I? Thought I still had one waiting. Oh, well, we've got this one that can move into Lincoln's territory. That's what I was thinking as well. I mean, I get so many espionage points. I almost want to just grab this right away. But the odds of getting caught are pretty low, so we can wait a couple turns to decrease the cost. Okay, you guys are chopping. And that's right, you were building a military road. I don't really need farms here. How close are we on the globe? 4 turns. Pretty good stuff. How about when the globe finishes, we'll pop the Golden Age and go into nationhood that turn, and then start drafting? Feels about right. Okay, choppity chop. Sydney Barks keeps getting these horse archers from the chops. because it doesn't need other stuff. I guess now we have Spiral Minaret, but I don't really get good use from that either. The other question is I got to think about Oxford. Where is a good Oxford city? Like, what's my Oxford city? Who's producing beakers? Swinetime, the capital, Fort Porker, and the Reach. That's pretty much it. So the capital, what does it have for its national wonders? So it's got national epic. Do we just put Oxford in here? Might as well. I don't have anything else I need, and I do get a lot of commerce. Oh, and I also have great library. Yeah, so I think this is the Oxford city. It's not a great choice. No, I wouldn't draft longbows. I would draft maces because I have what is it? I have civil service and machinery, so I won't draft longbows. I don't know why some are 95 and some are 98. Also, I don't think I upgraded my up. Did I increase the tech steel counter? Did I increase it when I stole that tech this turn? Because I don't. I guess I didn't steal something this turn. You guys will let me know. Okay, I did. Thank you. Chats usually does a good job of keeping me straight on stuff like this. All right, so Horse Archer, get the Treb there. Building Trebs closer to the front lines because they don't have to walk as far and they're such slow units. Okay. All right, so yep, we'll go ahead, work on Oxford for the time being. So Horse Archer, get me another Treb. Oh wait, actually because you don't have the barracks. Okay, this is a lot of military force at this point. So did we get the courthouse here? We did. I guess the library, because it's pretty cheap, even though this is not a good commerce city. Actually, we'll do the barracks first. It's pretty cheap. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I thought that I was now at the point where I could cancel that trade, which wasn't really a trade. It was just a demand. Yep, there we go. So actually, no, you do stay on Horse Archer, because I've got trebuchets from other cities. Okay, farm. 580. I mean, I get 340 per turn. If that was optics, I would just grab it immediately, but since it's just a tech I don't care as much about. All right, Posh City. The city is still recovering from whip unhappiness. Also, why are you not working this tile? I should probably cottage that tile, just because it's riverside. All right, anyway, building a road there. All right, now pop in there. All right, so this spy we just used to steal from... Oh, Pakal's already on nationalism. Okay, so we're going to need to go for... We can't afford to let him steal Taj, so we're going to have to pop Taj pretty soon. So where do I send this guy? Wainakopek has banking. Oh, wait, Wainakopek has banking. Okay. Okay. So I think the play is we steal guilds from... Look at the text here. Steal guilds from J-Man. Try to steal banking from Wainakopek. And then this, we need to go to someone who has optics. Lincoln has optics. We can send this guy back to Lincoln again, because Lincoln has optics now. We'll send this guy over to Chicago then. It's more important to get to banking so I can flip into, whatchamacallit, so I can flip into mercantilism, finally run something useful in that column. And we have so many espionage points. Let's turn off spending because we're going to need money for upgrades. We probably need about 2,000 gold for upgrades. So I'm going to turn off the espionage spending. I mean, we're still getting passive espionage, but we need to turn off spending for upgrades right now. All right, so did we chop for the granary? Yep. All right, and now let's chop another tile to finish the granary. Get that city off and rolling. So we're going to be well positioned to start a war shortly. Someone was trying to spy Black Forest ham. Could have been anyone, but I bet it was, I still think it was probably Sitting Bull. Ooh, Lincoln's going for astronomy. Ooh, that's a juicy target. Okay, that is something we definitely want. So take your time researching that, Lincoln, and we'll be happy to take that off your hands down the road. We have a gazillion spy points with him, so I think we're okay. Lincoln, let's to give us something good. Okay. Chop. All right. I'm just going to take this turn. I want to get this spy back and moving towards Lincoln again. So 95%.
The wisest men follow their own direction.
All right. Compass in. That's 14 text now. As I said, I wanted to get that guy back moving towards Lincoln again because I want to steal guilds from J-Man and then banking from Winnacoppack, which he's researching right now. And then we can get optics from Lincoln, and then we'll be ready to take astronomy. So that's the plan. Sell extra fur for money. I'm not that hard up. I mean, I'm making 200 gold per turn. I'm not that hard up for money, but we'll see. Maybe there's an opportunity. We could see if like Lincoln wants it or something. Looks like he does not need that resource. Sitting Bull. He doesn't need it either. Like I've got the extra marble, but I'd rather just hold the marble than pay 3 gold per turn. J-Man, 7 gold per turn. Maybe we can sell to him. Okay, that's fine. Although the AI does, although it does get like some free happiness, you do have to be a little careful about giving the AI happiness resources because it really does help them to get that. All right, steel technology. So guilds are what we want. Only 77%. Oh, that's because we moved. It should go up next turn, I think. Also, that's expensive enough that we want to hold. Again, hopefully we can get guilds there, and then we can get banking from Winnacoppack. That's the hope, as this ship continues to pull closer to shore. All right, so we finally brought irrigation here to Kornberg. All right, so the poison water is slowly wearing off. The food's back to being food. City is back to being food neutral. So I think I'm going to start the Golden Age in a turn or so. I was saying when I finish the Globe Theater, that's when I'm going to pop it. There's a chance I can't get banking by the end of it, but I think by the end of 12 turns, I'll be reasonably safe to have that completed. Or that's the thinking anyway. Okay, so we finished bringing this over here. Next up, I wanted to farm this tile, farm and chop this tile. Yeah, so we're getting, I mean, our military power should be pretty solid by this point. I guess I'm still fourth, but hasn't gone up by as much as I thought. But I'm higher than Pakal now, which is good. Interesting that Sitting Bull has so much military power. He's not plotting to go to war with anyone. I wonder where his big stacks are. Gotta have a big stack somewhere. Not seeing it though. Oh well. While these workers are here, they can probably farm road that tile. I really don't think it's very important at this stage of the game, but you guys have asked for it repeatedly. Okay, I guess I have, okay, so I have harbors now. Still not that. I think I'd rather just build a grocer for health though. The grocer will be more useful. And I'm not going to be getting over, I mean, this obviously get more trade yield, but I'm going to be in mercantilism soon, so I don't think this is that great. I think I'd rather have another unit, at least for the time being. So there's the castle. Extra espionage points, extra trade routes for what that's worth. I would build a caravel, but I don't have that available. So here we can do the harbor. city's a little low on health. Also, this needs to stop. I don't need the harbor to be completed sooner. Okay. So you can go here, and then we'll move into Lincoln's territory next turn. Hopefully we can get optics from Lincoln. It's kind of fun playing this way, even though it's obviously, I think it is inefficient compared to just playing the game normally, but it is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's amusing to me. All right, these workers don't have a ton that they need to do. I guess I can mine these tiles because there's nothing else these desert hill tiles are good for. All right, so you, let's see. This is the one that just stole a tech last turn. So you head back to the Reach and then get prepared to steal astronomy. Or that's the hope anyway. Ah, hey, there was another Portuguese city we didn't have vision on. Okay. All right, that's better. Now we're up to the 95% odds. Okay. And this tech is expensive enough that we definitely want the tech to go down. So hopefully we're 4 turns away from stealing guilds. Hopefully. And then we can upgrade these units to knights, and then we're pretty much ready to go. Like, as soon as these are knights, we can pretty much just bonk in and attack our very kind ally, who's been a great friend the entire game, but we won his territory. It's packed full to the gills with wonders. Mercantilism stops foreign routes. You still get your internal trade routes. Now, the unfortunate thing is there's no offshore islands that I can use to get the overseas commerce. What is it like when you have an island city? Don't have anything to get that bonus. So, yeah. Oh well. All right, so Globe Theater is going to finish. Actually, you know what? Now's the turn to do it because I have to rush it. I have to rush the wonder this turn. Did I even need to? Could I have just built the Taj Mahal naturally? Oh well. We'll rush Taj Mahal. If we get another great engineer, we can save for Statue of Liberty or something like that. But all right, so complete Taj. I am working on the road right now. Got to just moved a worker there, and we'll road these tiles too, just because. But I've got a worker right there, ready right now. All right, so here we go, Golden Age time. One of the wonders I have completed more than pretty much anything else is Taj Mahal, because no matter what game plan you're going for, you probably want to build Taj if you can. So as I said, between all the different Wonder movies, I've probably seen this more than just about anything else. All right. So, what's this? Pigapalooza. Oh, this is our production city. So for right now, get out a couple more horse archers. I'm waiting to lift. I'll do the harbor here because it's very cheap and I can use the extra health. Although some of this is from the poison water supply, to be fair. I can't really fire this and run specialists until the poison water supply runs out. All right, so Globe Theater done. I gotta assign all my spy specialists as well. So now we have infinite happiness here, and we'll be drafting it a lot. I don't know what else. I guess the university. It is pretty cheap. And yeah, this city's been pretty good on that. I think I may have enough trebuchets. What I probably need is a few more spies for exactly the reason you guys mentioned, to revolt city walls down. Like I can run a spy ahead to a well-defended city and then have it sit there for a couple turns. There's a decent chance it'll get caught, but you never know. And a lot of these cities are going to be going over to infrastructure as soon as I get the tech for it. All right, so let's do our revolt here. So we're dropping bureaucracy in favor of nationhood. And do I want to go theocracy? I think yes, because that way the conscripts will come out with an extra experience. Or no, actually no. Do we want to run pacifism? I have enough units that's probably bad, but we can maybe run it for the golden age. What if I run cast pacifism during the Golden Age? We'll get another revolt. We can get two more revolts, potentially. So we'll have we should have mercantilism before the Golden Age is over. Just trying to think if I want. I think I want caste. I'm thinking if I want pacifism or if I want theocracy here. The problem is the pacifism's +1 gold cost per unit. I think that's a little too pricey. So let's go theocracy at this point. All right. So I'll move the workers, then I'm going to micro my cities and do the drafting for this turn. Not every city is going to get drafted. Like my cities that aren't as good. Okay, well, I mean, we've got a lot of horse archers here now. What's our total numbers looking like? So 12 horse archers. I was saying I'd like to have 20, although I'm not surprised I'm not going to get that many. This chariot can come over too. That's another unit that can be upgraded. Forgot that I had one over there. All right, road that tile, and you rode this tile. I don't know if we need this tile or not, but... All right, 1, 2. AI does not always do a good job of roading between its cities. Okay, 20% cost now. And you need to head in here and prepare to steal optics. Okay, you are heading over here. You don't really have a lot to do, so you're just going here to build mines that we may or may not ever use. Yeah, normally you run pacifism, but like my unit costs are high enough that I thought it would be pretty expensive, and the extra XP on draftees is pretty nice. Okay, over here, it's going to improve this tile. That's right. Also, Happiness Farms. I was going to say I probably should have whipped this before I swapped civics, but I guess for now it can stay here. And now I get to do the super fun thing of going through my cities and deliberately assigning spy specialists. The exact opposite of what I would normally do, right? Okay, so the granary will be done. We can grow onto this tile. We can farm this. I guess I probably need a defender down here at some point. Well, we can get something. All right, let's see what we're running in our cities. So remember, we get a free specialist. Oh wait, no, we're not in mercantilism. We don't get a free specialist. We're not in mercantilism yet. But I still need to think about what I want to build in these cities. Okay. That's fine for right now. That's... Again, still waiting for that water poisoning to wear off. Then I'll run some more... Actually, I don't need the harbor to be done. Let's run some... We are in a golden age. We get the bonus great person points. Okay. Or if I just finish the harbor. Let's just finish the harbor in 3 turns. Then we can run, because we're gonna get back 3 additional food from the poison water wearing off, and then the harbor is plus how much? I think it's maybe just +1 health, because we only have the 1 water resource. Yeah, we just have the fish, but that's still +4 food, and then I can drop these 2 tiles and run 2 more specialists. Help run scientists. Okay, so this city is fine with the horse archer for right now. We're about to chop this down. I guess that's okay for right now. I would like to run some specialists there. Okay, you're building the Forbidden Palace. So I think we'll keep some of the production tiles going. I also could like drop this tile to run another specialist, but I think this is okay. Oh, Fail Gold. Okay, Fail Gold is going to get drafted. Oh, that's right. I should be... Well, Fail Gold gets drafted. For sure. Just start walking it towards the east. What are my other cities that get drafted? I usually just go in order. So Swine Time, no. Picapalooza, no. High food cities. Kornberg, yes, actually.
Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun habe.
Kornberg. Alright. Still want that harbor to be done in 3 turns. And Sydney Barks, yes, 100%. Alright, so that's our 3 drafts for this turn. So this Mace has come out with 1 promotion, which is nice. Okay, so back to Field Gold Blues. Let's run this for the extra commerce, and this. There we go. And it's just going to get drafted every turn. It'll eventually draft down to size 6 or so, but for now it's fine. This tile is no bueno. Run the Scientist for right now. Although when I finish the farm, I can work that tile. Let's run the extra. We'll just keep this at size 10 for the time being. This is okay for right now. Running those specialists. You need to work the best specialist, the spy specialist. Talk about a prime candidate for drafting there. That's fine. The city looks okay for now. Just growing, growing. Okay. All right. Looks good. Keep our fingers crossed now on these spies not getting caught. Okay, Pigapalooza. I think I'll get the aqueduct. I'm about to get this chop come in right here. Right, spy. Said I think I want a couple. Well, we'll get 2 spies there. I think, and then I think that'll be enough. Silver lining. You need actually no. You need the courthouse. That's the next cheap thing to pick up. All right. Look, we've got like the 1 melee unit here. Okay, so I'm not going to hit this city with spies. I know it's got the... So I know you guys are like, well, it's got a castle, but like, here's the thing. It has 3 defenders. So I can just suicide a couple knights into it and just blitz through the city on the first turn of the war. So it's not worth the effort to try to bring the walls down with a spy. Now this city here, Chichen Itza, that is 100% worthwhile to try to bring down the walls. So let's try to send this spy and have it camp out at Chichen Itza. And it might get caught, but if it does, so what? Like, let's just run there and start waiting in the anticipation of maybe taking the walls down. Okay, so we'll go here, unload you, and hopefully you won't get caught. So we now turn around and head back in the opposite direction. Your goal is to steal banking. And I really hope that that works. I would be willing to pay a higher premium in espionage points just to make sure that works. Like if I can get the 97%, I might just steal it immediately because that is a difficult tech for us to steal right now. All right, guild is down to 1,000. Let's wait for maybe next turn on that. I'm gonna be really sad if he gets caught. So here's the optics, but we just moved. The optics is not as high of a priority. We can afford to wait the full time duration there. All right, and you hang out back here. I wish I could turn you into a caravel. Excuse me. Okay. Continuing to scope out. Yep, that's why Theocracy is nice, is you can get that immediate promotion. Okay, so we'll work that tile. All right, now for our daily drafting. So Fail Gold Blues is always first. Note the +3 unhappiness for 19 turns, but we have infinite happiness here with Globe, so just put you on a go-to order to get over there. All right, and as before, we're mostly just trying to get as much food in here as possible so the city can keep growing. All right, now before, we drafted Kornberg, and what was the other one we drafted? I think Sydney Barks. Yep. So Fort Porker is next. It absolutely can afford to lose a pot point. Has plenty of food. I'll just shift here. the city will grow right back, and we can just pick up that scientist specialist again. And Fjallgård Blues, which we already drafted, because it's our camp, and this city now can hop off one of its tiles. Yeah, so that's a pretty good stack. All right. And this looks good, except we should be working the spy specialist. For this variant, it's our best tile. Oh, I also should road... No, I was going to say I should road this tile, but like we're going to be going through Kalakmul, which is not defended at all. So we won't need to. We won't need to have roads here, at least not immediately. So let's grab this. I think I might upgrade on this upcoming turn. I think I might steal guilds on this upcoming turn and look to upgrade so we can move faster. Alright. Horse Archer. Will we rename Conquered Cities? Yes, I think so. I think we will. Alright, so the good news is our spy did not get caught in between turns. So I am going to look for this steal. I know I can get another 10% off, but I'm not too concerned about that. Alright, 95%. Please, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Yay.
People of the same trade
Woo!
seldom meet
Okay.
together, even for merriment and diversion, but the conversation ends.
Whoops, I didn't mean to cut off Leonard Nimoy, but 15 tech
In a
stolen.
conspiracy against the public.
All right. Now let's upgrade all those horse archers. Oops, I did. What's going on there? I thought shift click was... Oh, it's control click, not shift click. All right. So it costs 1,540 to upgrade all of these guys. So there we go. Upgrade these guys. So if you're wondering why I made sure to start upgrading early, that's why. I'm sure you guys can hear Sydney in the background. This isn't threatening at all. It's like, this isn't threatening at all. Alright. That's right, shift click just groups. I'm going to group all my siege together. Alright, I still need a little bit more money for upgrades. Keep these guys together. Don't spook Bakal. Fortunately, the AI doesn't... I think the AI is not very good at noticing this kind of stuff. We can road this tile too. Okay, not quite enough for this. I could use that one warrior for Silver Lining, you're right. I should probably do that. That's a great suggestion, because Silver Lining shouldn't ever get attacked by anyone. Okay, so you need to move in here. Alright, you need to move down here. And I still have some more horse archers to upgrade, so I'm going to keep science... I have 2 more to upgrade, so I'm going to keep science turned off for right now. Or science. I'm going to keep espionage turned off. My science in this game. I'll just farm this tile while we're here. Most of my core has been improved. Alright, and we just now connected silver, which will be nice because some of these cities are dealing with draft unhappiness. Okay. Let's work this tile so we can just, then we can regrow onto that tile afterwards. Oh, this chariot can be upgraded too, although this might be useful for like a medic unit later. Whoops, I did not mean to put the spy to sleep. So that guy's going to run ahead to Chichen Itza and try to bring down the walls. We'll see how expensive that is. So Pakal, I'm hesitant to invest too many more espionage points in Pakal because, like when he's dead, they disappear. But I think we might want some more for things like taking down city walls. So for the moment, I'll see what else I can put in him in terms of espionage points. Okay, but we hit the big textile this turn. Like, optics is not a huge priority. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is important. It makes it much easier to get boats in the water and get over to Huayna Capac, but it's not the critical priority that that we had. Okay, so Fail Gold Blues, here's your daily draft. How high do you think we can get the unhappiness before the end of the game? Probably pretty high. So Fail Gold Blues, we drafted then Fort Porker and Blues again. We drafted this city, Black Forest Ham. So this city's another obvious candidate. And this is why, by the way, this is why you build. Wait, where was that city? Oh, it was over here, wasn't it? Yeah. This is why you generally don't have to worry about building melee units in your cities, is because you can oftentimes draft them, but you can't draft siege and you can't draft mounted units. So that's why you saw me building the units I did, which was all siege units and mounted units, because I can draft maces for defenders, that's fine. This unit I'm going to keep down here, just so I have another unit that's not like an absolute joke in the reach. I have more than one archer on defense. Alright, there we go. So those are my drafts for this turn. Okay. And I think we declare war on this upcoming turn here, because we've got the units in position, and better to move quickly before Pakal has a chance to pick up more tech. Okay, this tile is terrible. We'll work this tile until the farm... There's a farm being built on this right now, but... Wait, what? I didn't build a mace in here, did I? Built an aqueduct. No, I built an aqueduct. We could stuff another wonder in here, but... Yeah. Let's just get more units. We'll just get some knights. That works. Alright, so this city, now that the poisoning from the water is done, I actually do want to run specialists here. It's a good city to do it. One of my best science cities. Oh, and cities now can build grocers, that's right. Some of these cities that were on military can now go over to stuff like grocers. Like, we should do the barracks because we'll be drafting out of this city, but yeah, some of these cities definitely will want that. Ivory Coast needs to be whipped, but I'm not in slavery, so it's alright. Actually, we'll work this tile just because it needs production, so it can actually finish its market. Alright, let's do the workers first, then we'll do military. Oh, look at this. Somebody decided to line up some workers for us. So look, there's only 3 defenders in this city, so not much point in trying to siege it down. Just you do better by just moving quickly. Okay, and Lincoln's going to have astronomy by the time this person is fully set up, so you can move in there. And I'm going to need some workers near the front lines. I should probably get some of the ones that are over on the right queued up, ready to be needed near the front lines, because the AI will be doing dumb stuff, as we know. Just getting a fresh scout here. Alright, so silver linings. Just growing. It does have its granary in place. Can't work that tile, there's no food for it. While we're here, I think Brazen Fleece needs more improvement. Yeah, we can farm this tile. Or this tile. Brazen Fleece is a pretty sad city, but it's better than nothing. Alright, road, road. Those units should be safe, or those workers should be safe. I don't know, does Pakal have horses? Yes, he does. But I don't see how he gets units over there to hurt us. Okay, as I said, finish up with the turn first. Trying to look to see what people are researching. Nobody seems to be going for military tradition, which is nice for us. Okay, let's see. Where's the one warrior in here? You're gonna get a chance to retire after all your time spent wandering. Alright, this spy, not exactly sure where we're gonna send it. I did want to finish with my non-military units first, but this seems to be where we are. Alright, let's Dial up a call. Sorry, buddy, you've been a really good friend this game, but let's discuss something else. I'm sorry, bud. All right, so the knights should be able to go through this city. They're gonna have terrible odds for the first couple battles, but 1%. But they'll get through that relatively quickly. All right, so if we promote shock, yeah, if we promote shock, we get the longbow defender. Just hope we can get 1 or 2 hits in. We got at least 2 hits in. All right, that's a great result. Yeah, we got that down to 2.4 health. I'd expect to lose a good number of knights here, but... I just don't want the battle where you get no hits at all. All right, we got at least 1. We got 1. Not a great result, to be sure, but... Now we get the mace if we're shock promoted. This is a castle on a hill, so we have pretty terrible odds to in these battles. Was that 1 hit or 2? 1 hit. But we did get 1. Now we're up to 10%. All right, so now we've severely injured 2 of the 3 units in the city. Fortunately, we haven't gotten any of our retreat rolls to hit either. Okay, so it might look like this is pure suicide on my part, and I suppose it is to a certain extent. But it allows us to get a city immediately. So now we're up to 66% odds. So with luck, we have yeah. With luck, we just win the remaining combats. Yeah, now we're 89%. The brave knights that rode out and made this possible. Alright, install a new governor. Okay. Nothing much of interest in this city, at least not immediately, but we'll rename it when it comes out of resistance. Okay. So how do I want to, let's see, would promoting for retreats be better? Probably not. You usually do better just to get more strength overall. So I lost, was it 4 or 5 knights to capture that city? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad. 5 knights to kill those 3 units and take one of his Fakal's better cities. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities remaining. And we've got a spy set up here. Let's send the other spy that we have. Where's our other spy? I'm trying to send this. I was going to say try to send this one to Uxmal, but I think Mutal's better because I think this is the better one. Better place to try to send this guy forward. Yeah. We also have a worker to capture and a scout to kill. So somebody can kill that. One of the slow movers. Actually, no, one of the knights can just pick up a point of XP and can catch up with the rest. All right, I'm just trying to think where I can move these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could try to perform the same move with the knights on Chichen Itza next turn. This spy could maybe revolt the city next turn because I can get my knights to right here. If I could revolt the city, then they can just hit it instantly and blitz through again. And at that point, maybe we bring up the siege after that. So yeah, I think that's what we probably do. I don't know if I don't have that many knights left, do I? We'd have to see what the odds look like. Might be better to wait an additional turn, though. I think the slow movers move to here on this tile, and then they're in a position to move to Uxmal or Chichen Itza. So one of these guys can come into the city, although I don't expect to face counterattacks. But yeah, let's grab the siege stack. Let's put 1 elephant in here. as a defender. And the rest of the slow movers. Move to here. As for my fast units, I'll put them in position to try to make that play I suggested. All right, now amongst the units that I don't care as much about, one of you guys grab the... You kill the scout, because why not? Would it have been better suiciding catapults? Oh, absolutely. But the problem is the catapults couldn't move a tile and get next to the city instantly. The goal there was speed, because if I took the time to walk up with siege units, then the AI would have started like whipping more units. The goal there was to move quickly before the AI could react. You can capture that. You I need to upgrade. Well, you can upgrade in Kalakmul, because it counts as my territory. Ditto for you. 200. One of the key things that we really emphasize in the Realms Beyond multiplayer is the speed is super important. That's why the mounted units are so good. Speed, speed, speed is what it's all about. We've just escalated our... yeah. All right, stack build technology. So banking, we need to wait at least one turn here. I may just steal this next turn because it's so hard to get up there to banking, and that would let me get into mercantilism. Okay, you guys can just, I don't know, hang out in Kalakmul for now. Not quite fast enough to join the rest of the group. We don't have any enemy units in our territory, do we? Where's the unit? Okay, no. I was just making sure that there wasn't like some random wandering call unit in my territory. Okay, but it seems we're all right. And here, let's get a road connecting this. How many more turns here? 5, because we only just arrived. Okay. And I think I'll turn the... let's see. This... I don't know where this spy is going, but I'll just send east. Or if we steal optics, actually, the fastest route is probably across the water to the north. So maybe I'll send you this direction then. Be ready to hop on a caravel that comes out of there. Okay, drafting time. Go Gold Blues gets its daily draft. Note that it's now down to size 7. It's going to keep dropping because you need a lot of food to run an every turn draft camp. I may have to take over some of these floodplains tiles to make sure that it can keep up the every turn drafting. Alright, and you can just head in that direction. Unfortunately, my draft camp's a long way away from the front lines, but it is what it is. And what were we drafting? Who's next up in the cycle? We already drafted there. Wait, did we draft it? Gruber Coast? Yes, we did, and the Reach, because the Reach is unit stuck in the Reach. And Ivory Coast is not drafted yet, so that's an easy draft. Very well suited to whipping, or drafting, I suppose. Happiness Farms can definitely afford to lose one of its people for the greater good of the rest of the nation. It just drafted off its spy specialist, which we can reassign next turn. Alright, so you can head east as well. And after Happiness Farms, I think Posh City is the next one. Yep, another city that can easily afford... Oh wait, no, I'm out of drafts for this turn. Never mind. Alright, so far so good. Well, I want to see what happens here, but I think we're almost done with the Civ portion of the stream. I will mention for those of you watching that we're planning to do some Beat Saber afterwards. Ah, here we go. Here comes a little force. Okay. So I don't think I have the forces needed to capture the city this turn. But let's see what... Well, that's it. Only 546 for the revolt. Let's wait one turn and then see what the odds are next turn. But we want to be in position to assault that city on the following turn. I do need to make sure this city is garrisoned because this little stack is probably going to reinforce It might go for Calakmul, or it could go for Chichen Itza. I guess we'll see. Okay, let's set up to be in position to maybe hit that city next turn with the city revolt. So these guys, I'm gonna move here, the slow moving stack, because they might be able to move towards Uxmal potentially, and they also can cover the two movers. All right, two movers can move up. These units are all one movers, except there's a chariot. The one movers can't reach Kalakmul. This stack does have some horse archers, so let's hold the war elephant in this city along with that spear. Let's do this. Move here. That should keep that city pretty safe from the two movers. And you can hang out here too, just for now. The two movers are going to move up though to this spot here. You're why don't you heal here too? And you. They should be able to heal up pretty quickly. I need to get a medic unit for them though. I should have thought to promote somebody to medic in that stack. Okay. Yeah, so let's hang out here. We'll see how many units he puts in Chichen Itza, and whether it's worthwhile to hit it just with knights or to move the siege up and hit it as well. The city revolt with the spy does seem like it's probably the way to go against that 100%. A lot of cities with 100% here. All these castle defenses. So yeah, we can try to use spies for this kind of thing. All right, so this guy is just chilling. J-Man's researching economics. He's going to get the free great tech. That's the tech I have to avoid, though, so I don't want to steal that because it'll obsolete the castles. That's my avoid this tech. Anyway. This tech would be nice to road, potentially down the road. But for right now, I think we're good. All right, so you're 30% cheaper cost. You are still on the way back. 10% cheaper. Do I want to try to steal this or wait? I do really want to get banking. Okay, I can't even flip civics this turn, so let's at least wait one more turn here. And you, we gotta wait a turn for you. So I want to turn espionage back on. We have 455 points per turn. Jesus. Okay, let's do this. Let's turn spending on with everyone, but I'll weight it a little heavier for Pakal so that I can use it to bring down city walls, that sort of thing. All right, you're waiting there to steal astronomy. What's the next city? Might be. Trying to think where the slow-moving stack is going to go next. You probably go to Mutal, I think, because I might be able to use the slow stack to take Uxmal and then use the fast movers to take Mutal. So let's have you move through here. Also gives us nice vision too. There's a Lincoln Explorer over here randomly. You need to be covered somewhere. You can hang out in the city for right now. I don't want the worker getting sniped, but I also want workers near the front lines in case I need to build a road somewhere. It should be good for right now. This can be chopped and farmed over. And you can help out with this. Mutal is the shrine? Okay. I got some stragglers coming in late. Alright. Yeah, because like this stack could go here, 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 and bombard Uxmal, then it's only one tile away from Mutal. But I want to see what happens in, like, if these units all pile into Chichen Itza, I probably move the slow stack here. If these units don't all pile in, maybe I bring the defenses down and just hit with knights. But I probably need the slow mover stack for at least a little collateral. Okay. The water supply of Swine Time was poisoned. Okay, well, you have fun with that. All right. Well, we'll work what extra food. You know what? We can take this tile over temporarily so the city doesn't starve. And we got a 2-food tile. You know what? Actually, we're fine. We can just do this. That's only -4 food and only for the immediate first turn. Let's get the grocer up. That'll help too. Okay, this city needs... I think the farm's going to finish here this turn. This city just needs to pump knights for the time being. Oh, I forgot to draft last turn. Ah! I didn't hit my draft. That's kind of a serious mistake. Alright, yeah, this city doesn't really contribute much, does it? I could build these commerce buildings, but, like, what are they doing? The city makes, like, 3 gold per turn. That's pointless. How about you just build a stable and then some military units? So you actually do something. Alright, what did the AI do here? Okay, it reinforced the city. So what that means is we're going to move the slow stack up, and then we're going to hit Chichen Itza with everything on the following turn. All right. So we'll try to revolt the walls down. If that fails, we'll use the siege stack. But he moved, Pakal moved a bunch of units into the city, so that means that we'll move to counter. Note how the AI has stacked this city with a bunch of units, as opposed to Kalakmul, which we just ran over with before there could be any defenses in there. That's what speed can do. You avoid having to go through all those units. Okay. So the question is, where do I... Oh, he's going for military tradition. Great. That's a little bit annoying. Going for a tech that I'm already researching. I was hoping the AIs would avoid that. Like, I'd much rather him have gone for printing press, and then I could steal printing press or something. Or Constitution and steal Constitution. Ah, well. Okay. Don't really need to keep this scouting up. It's just more habit than anything else to make sure I get a accurate depiction. All right, so we can steal a tech here next turn. That'll be optics, finally. Is it safe to move this ship through his territory? Maybe we just hang out up here for the time being until we can safely bring that ship home. All right, here comes more of the draftees trickling in. Okay. Heal. No. Workers are okay there for right now. I'll want to road on this tile, but they can 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they can road it next turn if the city gets captured. I've still not done that farm yet. Oh well, it'll be finished in another turn. But since it's not done, work that tile, even though it's -1 food. Does Pakal have open borders with Sitting Bull? I'm sure he does. The AI is almost entirely. The only ones who don't have open borders are Wina Kopek and Sitting Bull. So Pakal certainly does. Okay, you head towards the front lines. I'll move you more precisely when you get close. All right, got these extra maces. More slow movers trickling in. All right, you guys probably don't need to do a whole lot right now. All right, steel tech. Do we want to go for it? I can revolt into let's go for it, because if I succeed, I get into mercantilism. It's still 20 to 1 odds. I'm feeling lucky. No, that's really bad. Oh no, now how are we going to get into mercantilism before the end of the Golden Age? 20 to 1 odds. That one was not a good one to fail on. Oh boy. Well, 96% odds to succeed on the city revolt. Ouch, that is not a good one to fail on. All right, so what we have to do is we have to get another spy up to Wynakopek's territory. Who else has banking? J-Man has it too. Okay, on we go. Over to Portugal. And that's why we have more than one spy. Also have to build a replacement spy. Okay. So we're gonna need a few more points with Portugal because I'm gonna be looking to steal. I don't need any more with Wynakopek for right now. I've got tons of spy points with him. Let's emphasize J-Man as well to make that spy happen. Oh, it wouldn't have jinxed me. I don't believe in that stuff at all. But I just have to get. I have 7 more turns to get up here and steal that tech. So hopefully it'll be another 20-to-1 dice roll. All right, you are just chilling here. We can bring down, hopefully bring down the walls next turn. Chilling there. And as I said, I think I need another spy. So I'll I'll get it out. I'll get another spy out of somewhere just because I lost that one. At least we didn't get the spying malice with Wynakopek. Okay, here. Might as well do this for right now. Someday these will be biology farms and won't be terrible. Someday. All right. Let's just play this turn. I think this turn might be a good stopping point. Just hoping my spy doesn't get captured there. So these cities near the front lines are just going to keep pushing more knights. You got to keep building them because you do lose some. All right, I don't want that tile. We also finished Forbidden Palace. That's kind of nice. You can go on to Grocer now. Oh, geez, I didn't draft again. What am I doing? Ugh. I'm in the drafting Civic and I'm not drafting. I'm really leaving a lot of my I'm really leaving a lot of power on the table by not picking this up. It's pretty bad. Okay. Well, anyway. You should do the Grocer while you're in the Golden Age. Then you can go back to Knights after that. Oh man, I'm kicking myself for forgetting about this. All right, you get the Barracks. So excited to like get to the next turn. Oh, we got a great artist. That's useful. That's a great person type we didn't already have. So we've got scientist plus artist. We've got maybe scientist plus prophet for 1 golden age, then scientist plus artist plus something else for another golden age. That's handy. We're most likely to get scientists, so getting an artist is pretty nice. Anyway, let's make this happen first. Support City Revolt, 96% odds. Okay. So much for all the defenses in that city. This is why we tend to ban active spy missions in our multiplayer games, because it's way too overpowered that you can just walk up and knock all the defenses out instantly, and there's really nothing the defender can do. All right, so there's a lot of units in here. But the good news is they lose any of those bonuses. Most of these, actually, there's a lot of siege units here which stink at defense. Like what odds do it? All right, we do want to inflict some collateral here. So I'll just send a couple cats in because this is a pretty large force that Pakal's got here. Oh, this is great. We got several hits plus the collateral. Yeah, that longbow went down to 3.3 health. That's pretty good. And the other units that are dangerous are the war elephants because they get good odds on the knights. All right, we got at least 1 hit on there. Only 10% odds to retreat, of course. Okay. That looks pretty good. We managed to get at least a hit or two. So the 2 longbows we attacked are both at half health. They're kind of out of the fight. They'll die to knights without any problem. What if we were to send in 1 Treb? I'm just curious what kind of odds. Actually, the Treb gets 64% odds, so might as well use it. All right, we got the withdrawal. Nice. mean, 81%, I might as well send it in, because it's probably going to survive anyway. But the way the trebuchets fight is pretty hilarious, and does not in any way resemble how combat actually took place with trebuchets. It's like whack, 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 whack. Whipping the melee unit, indeed. Okay. So we managed to get a war elephant as the top defender, so I'm going to send one more in. I mean, it's 90% odds, so... Should be close to a great general, too. Halfway there. Because I really would like a medic 3. Okay, now that these units are all crippled, the knight should absolutely clean up from this point. Oh, there's still a pike in there. Okay, well... Well, we got 50-50 against the pike. Nice. That was a straight 50-50. Alright, we should be able to clean everything else up pretty easily. And this guy got to 10 XP, so that'll be a heroic epic, which I can start next turn and pick up Paloosa. Okay. Yeah, I mean, 96% odds. That sounds good to me. These units even get to move again, so they'll be able to move into the city after it's captured. So this is just good training ground for the knights. 99. And then, as I said, we need a unit to we need a great general medic to heal them up. Yeah, we'll get a great general in the middle of this. Okay. All right, so 5 XP. We can get some XP on these things. All right, 95. Let's use the knights first. They'll have to heal up, but that's okay. I'd rather take the 99 than the 95. Especially because the knights can move into the city. As I'm just repeating myself at this point, but they can move into the city where they'll heal faster. And the knights can then catch up to the siege stack. Like, if the siege stack is undamaged, the siege stack can move forward towards the next city while the knights are healing and then catch up to them afterwards. Okay, we're down to garbage now. I'll probably have to use a number of the one movers to clean up the garbage. Look at all these injured units. I hope we have enough attackers to finish this off. I think we do. Also, I don't need to promote again. So if you thought I was building too many horse archers, I was not building too many horse archers. You need a lot of units to run over the AI. Because they build a lot of units. As the difficulty level goes up, they build more and more units. This is not Civ 6 where the AI has no clue how to play the game. The AI does build a lot of units. And as I said, it takes some time to kill them all. But it's nice to kill all these siege units where they are completely useless, as opposed to them like getting collateral damage on my guys. Yeah, I will try to remember to draft. But so far this war is going pretty well. Haven't lost much thus far. Blitz through the first city. Yeah, we should have enough attackers to finish this off. Glad I got those poor elephants, though. As they whip the defenders with their trunks. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 defenders left, and I have 4 attackers left. I have exactly enough. Nice. Unless I would lose one of these, but they're all 99-point-something battles. Elephant War. 1 chariot and 1 crippled mace. Yeah, I ended up with exactly enough. That was not the goal, but it worked out nicely. The big thing was winning that 50-50 against the knight versus pike. That was a big win. Alright. Nice. So, we're now the owners of Shwedagon Paya. Cool. Let's put this on culture for now. It's going to take 9 turns to come out of resistance. So Mutal will be our next goal. Alright, let's get our great general. Where did our great general pop up? We need a medic. Okay. Looks like it was around the capital. Going to take a turn or two to get up there to the front lines. Wait, where is it? Or is it here at Pigapalooza? Wait, where did it pop up? Ah, in the capital. Okay. So we're going to want this on a unit. That knight might be a good candidate, actually. One, two, three, four. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'll move it to here on this turn. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll move the knight here with the intention that it joins to that knight next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can join to the knight, and then it'll be a great general medic. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can get here and then put its healing on units in Chichen Itza next turn. Perfect. Just enough. Okay. All the fun logistics of these battles. Okay, so I thought this tile would be outside the culture. I didn't realize Uxmal had that much culture. 20, 40, 60. Wait, 20, 40, 60. Wait, 8. Okay. Huh. Uxmal and Mutal have a lot of culture. I guess that's not that surprising. But yeah, a lot of culture. I wish that this was not, this tile being in their culture is really annoying though, because otherwise I could road this tile and like move 1, 2, but instead I have to move 1 and then 2 on a separate turn. So that's kind of a pain. But I am going to road this tile while I have the opportunity, even though it's in their territory. Just while I've got a big stack on that tile. Okay, this unit's at 9.7 health, but we might as well get it to full. There's no reason not to heal this turn. And then next turn can move wherever we go. All right. How about you move like so? So move these units in, move all the injured knights in, move the uninjured siege units, and we can move the siege units forward starting next turn. All right, they can all move into the city, heal for 1 turn with the Great General Medic, and then move on to Mutal. And we can try to do the same thing here to take the defenses down. I've got another spy. Where are my other spies? Oh, I don't have any others near here, do I? Okay, that was a bit of an oversight. I probably should have had another spy ready to go for Uxmal. But Uxmal is pretty poorly defended. That was the big stack for Bakal. Like, we kind of killed his main stack. Note that I can't see into his cities right now. Because we're at war, it's more expensive to investigate his cities. Good turn, though. Heroic Epic's going in Pigapalooza. I'll be able to build it starting next turn. Good question. Okay, so you are on a go-to order there. Some of these units that were on defense in here can move up. This War Elephant can move up. Like, I don't need much in this city, because I don't think I'm going to get attacked here. I'd have full visibility of anything trying to run through. Alright, that unit's healing. I'll leave 1 mace behind. I'll leave the mace and the axe behind for now. I'll probably move the mace up later. Alright, you rode, and you don't have anything immediate that you need to do right now. We will need to rejigger the tile improvements over here, although this city is actually pretty decent. The city has no food bonuses, so it does need the farms. Elsewhere, the AI probably has stuff that we don't want. I guess we'll just chop this for right now. And just getting more of an update. All right, so you coming towards the city, and you can chill for the time being. All right, oh, minus 50% cost, time to steal, and optics. All right, so can we get this 20 to 1 steal? All right,
One
we
doesn't
landed it.
discover new lands without losing sight of the shore.
Okay, so now Gruber Coast can build a caravel starting next turn. And yeah, that's the most logical location to build from. This is still 20%, so we're not quite ready to steal this. Oh, we don't have anything to steal because Lincoln hasn't finished astronomy yet. Still not done with that tech yet. Oops, that was supposed to be the workers moving onto that tile. I didn't realize it was the warrior at the tail end of a go-to order. Oh well. That's whatever. We'll chop this. Okay. All right, this turn I actually am going to use the draft. I swear I'm not going to forget this turn. My bad, those earlier turns. Wasted a couple rounds of potential drafts. All right, I'll just send you over there. It's going to take you forever, but remember, I'm going to need defenders for the cities I capture, so it's not bad to get some of them. So I drafted Happiness Farms. Posh City was on the chopping block to get drafted, but I then forgot about how the draft works for a couple turns. That's okay for right now. Something like that's fine. And after Posh City, I don't know if there's any other cities available. Hey, Brazen Fleece can contribute something. Oh, I didn't update the textile counter. Thank you. Okay. 16. We have stolen most of the medieval and classical texts. Something like that. Okay, so that should be everything for this turn. Yeah, that should be everything for this turn. Hopefully I remember that the Great General is going on this night, but I think I can remember that. All right, so we're going to stop the Civ 4 stream here. If you guys stick around, I am going to try to stream some of the Beat Saber virtual reality. So let's go ahead and save here. This is Fred Spiring. But I know not everyone's interested in that, which is totally understandable. We'll pick up with the Civ 4 game here next week and go from there. So we'll continue from that spot there. And we have already taken down 2 cities, and I guess we can't see what happened to the power. Oh, there we go. That's more what I like. There's the drafting surge. We can't see what the power bar graph did for Book Hall yet, but I suspect he is the rival worst at this point in time, as we are rapidly going towards the rival best. Okay, so I'm going to set that up. One note, this is going to have a lot of copyrighted music, and I don't want, and Twitch will 100% mute the stream, so I'm going to take the stream down for about 1 minute, and then I'll put it back up so it'll be a fresh recording. So I will be right back, and feel free to stick around. So I'll be right back in a sec.